at 818-917-5256, or you go to AvnerGat.com. It's 818-917-5256 or AvnerGat.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, AvnerGat.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs, with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
Let's go. It's time for Sedano and Cap.
A little sabor, and we're going to just nosh.
It is George Sedano. It is Scott Kaplan. Sedano and Cap is on.
I'm going to have to say respectfully, I'm going to disagree.
Okay, why is that?
I don't know.
The LA Afternoon Drive takeover.
He likes to lay the wood.
Yeah.
So,
You say Kikuchi.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha
Christopher can go to hell.
Oh, nothing worse than the horse. Nah, man, black don't crack.
Benjamin Pratt is like, how do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. Hey, these Hard Knocks guys are all over me right now. It's like I'm in back in Dayton. You are a bit killer.
Because you got to talk about sperm.
Here we go.
You don't know. You don't know. And you know why you don't know? Because you're gutless, Andy. You're gutless.
Sedano and Cap.
God, I'm going to melt you. Yeah.
So, Cappy, you saw how I said Christopher can go to hell in that open?
Yeah.
Well, apparently Christopher went to hell and they sent him back.
Oh, in a big way. In a huge way. I think Christopher went to hell, and the devil looked at him and went, I'm not ready for you yet, man.
Yeah.
Go back up there and terrorize those guys. Go back up there and give Sedano a hard time, give Kaplan a hard time. Make sure you make Mason's life miserable. Just go back. We don't want you yet. But he's going there, by the way. He is going. Going to Terminal H. How'd you enjoy your visit with Christopher Arthur Morales today? Tell me.
It was great. I almost had a second visit. Well, I will have a second visit, albeit brief, because I left my wallet there.
How'd that happen?
Well, I was in some shorts, just like workout shorts.
Okay.
And he's got a recliner, as you know.
Oh, yes, sir.
And it's like old school, like super cushiony, and like you sink into it.
You sat in his recliner?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I guess my wallet popped out. So I didn't realize it until I got home. I'm like, wait, where's my wallet? And then I called them and I said, hey, can you check your recliners if my wallet's there? He's like, sure is. I'm like, damn it.
Gosh, what a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But the good news is you found it.
I did, right.
Because losing your wallet is the worst.
It's the worst.
All right, let me ask you. You ready? This was not planned. So tell me this. When was the last time, because everybody's got a story, when's the last time you lost your wallet? And I mean lost it for good, not coming back, cancel everything.
Oh, it's easily been like 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Happened to me a few years ago. It's probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I was going to a game. I don't remember what game it was. And me and a couple buddies went out to a Mexican restaurant. And I must have taken my wallet like out of my pocket and I put it on the table. And later that night, I was like, where the hell's my wallet? So I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, I can't find it. I must have left it. So I went back to the restaurant. Of course, no wallet. And there wasn't like much cash in it, but it's the headache of it all, right? And a buddy of mine who was with me, who used to work at restaurants, he's like, bro, you're not getting that wallet back. I'm like, why not? Wouldn't a good Samaritan, like a busboy or a waiter, see it on the table and like give it to the hostess and go, hey, this guy's going to come looking for his wallet? He's like, I worked in a restaurant forever. Answer, no. That's your wallet. Whatever's in there in cash, I'm taking. Everything else I'm throwing in the garbage. Goodbye. So what a headache to cancel every credit card, cancel debit cards, to get a new driver's license or anything else. Oh, what a freaking headache, man.
Yeah. And I got to wake up early tomorrow because I got stuff to do. So I got to get it tonight because I got a flight tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah.
By the way, speaking of flights, I got to say, I think I'm about to break up with Southwest Airlines.
Oh, what happened today?
You know
when
what?
were you in a relationship with them to begin with?
Well,
after Spirit, like you had to.
Well, I thought you still have the Spirit credit card.
I do,
so
but
you
I
still
haven't
are
lasted
committed.
very long. It's not going to be around very long.
Yeah, I haven't used this. I've never used the Spirit credit card, so I received it, and I have it, but it remains in the envelope that it came in a desk drawer. I've never put it in my wallet. I've never used it. So with Southwest, I always feel like if you're going to fly from L.A. to Vegas, the easiest thing to do is to just automatically go to Southwest. What would your default be to go to Vegas?
Delta.
Yeah, any of the major airlines or
Southwest is the furthest terminal from. It's the farthest. It's literally like 2 miles from the terminal to the entrance of the airport.
Well, I should have just gone JSX because that's the best.
Well, I was going to say JSX is the way to go.
JSX is the best, but I'll just say this. So Southwest last night. Yeah. So when I went to the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago, my flight was supposed to, I told you, I think, this story. Like, my flight was supposed to be, let's say, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then they sent you an email. It said 2:30.
It's later, and then it was earlier, and then it was back earlier.
Right.
Go ahead.
Such a headache, right?
Yeah.
So
and this was Southwest, right?
Yeah. So last night I go to the airport, and I get an email in advance. Hey, your flight that's supposed to go at 8:20 is going to leave at 8:50. I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll still be on time just in case.
Also, Cappy, Southwest is always late to and from Vegas. Always.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. The plane was coming in from Oakland. Long story short, didn't take off an 8:20 flight. Didn't take off till like 10:45 last night. And then I don't even get into Vegas until like midnight. Not that I was planning on doing anything, but I'm just tired of all the delays and the waiting around and stuff. So listen, Southwest, our relationship is on very, very thin ice. I just want you to know that.
I just usually go like Delta or something. If I don't take like a JSX situation, I just stick to Delta. They're my boo, Cappy. They rarely let me down.
They are your boo. I would say my boo should be Alaska. I should have like looked into Alaska.
Why don't you? I mean, Alaska's great too. Don't get me wrong. But like Delta's fine.
They're all around the same price too, like to and from Vegas.
See, that would be the thing. Is I just automatically down. I just immediately think Southwest is like the default.
Well, Southwest has the most, but they're always delayed to and from Vegas. Like literally every time I've gone to Vegas on Southwest or from back, they're always delayed. And then second, they're very far away from the terminal, from the gate. And then oh yeah, they have to pull you in because for whatever reason, the Southwest terminal, when they did that happen when you landed, they're like, okay, we have landed, but you must wait until the seatbelt sign comes off because we have to be towed in because their planes don't correspond with the gates or something. That always happens too.
That didn't happen. I'll tell you one thing though, the flight attendant, when I got on the plane last night, right? And I've got one bag that is all like my computers. I'm carrying around 2 computers and like microphones and headphones. Like I got all kinds of radio broadcasting equipment. So that's in one bag. And in the other bag is actually like it's what's called a Comrex machine, which is how we get on the air from when we're not, in the studio. And so I've got these 2 pieces of luggage, but I've also got my man purse over my back. But I'm trying to outsmart everybody because they say you're not supposed to have 3 pieces. You're only supposed to have 2 pieces, right?
Right.
So I have on my man purse and it's wrapped around my chest, but you can't see that I've got this thing on because I've got a jacket on over it. And the flight attendant goes, "Excuse me, do you have 3 pieces with you?"
Oh, come on, give me a break.
And I go,
Delta would never.
I go, "No, I've got this big bag right here and this big bag right here." I go, "These are my tools. I can't not travel with them. I can't have them checked in. I have to hold on to them just in case they get lost. I can't take that risk." She goes, No, you have a 3rd bag. I go, "No, I don't." She goes, "Yes, you do. You were wearing it over your shoulder." I go,
"Why did you lie?"
Well, I wasn't trying to lie. I literally was like, "What do you mean? I don't have a like I had 2 hands and I had 2 bags. I didn't really." So it
right,
didn't
but
even really
it's very strict about you get 1 carry-on and a personal item.
Yeah. So she goes like this to me. She goes, "Yeah, you do." I go, "Oh, this is just like my bag. It's like a little tiny nothing." So then she sees me walk by her and she goes, "Excuse me." She goes, "Excuse me. do you have like a hunchback syndrome or something like that?
No,
so
she didn't. She did not say that.
I swear to God. So I kind of thought she was sort of like half joking. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's a horrible disease. You don't want this, don't you know? So she busted me that I had my man purse on underneath my jacket, and she literally made me pull off to the side, take my jacket off, take my little man purse off, stick it in my other bag.
Good.
But here's what happened.
She made you consolidate. Is that what she used? The word consolidate.
Consolidate. But here's what happened. See, I was already in a bad situation because I was in like B42. So like the day before at 8:20, I said check in, and I did it right at that moment. But I got B42. Well, now B43, 44, 45.
Everybody's going ahead of you.
C1, C2, C3, C4. They're all going ahead of me. And I'm looking at her like, oh, girl, you are a mall cop. You had to bust me, and you had no choice. Oh,
yeah, because you know what? If she lets you go, then everybody's going to do it.
Well, I'll just say this.
You got a middle seat?
Wait, no, I got a window seat. But she said to me, she goes, are you a hunchback? That's what she said to me. Are you a hunchback? And I thought she was joking. So I was like, yeah, horrible disease. You don't want something like this, you know? But there she did. She made me consolidate. So,
lesson learned, Cap.
Well, you know what, Cappy? Why are you trying to skate around the rules, man?
I don't know.
Did you say, like, do you know who I am? Should have pulled the, do you know who I am?
Do you know that I am George Sedano of ESPN? Do you know who I am?
Right.
Have
then she would have said, wait, Mr. Sedano, that's not what your name says here on your ticket. So who are you exactly? And then she would have really pulled you over. Because then she would have said you weren't even the person you were on your ticket.
I would have told her, hey, listen, I got to fly with an alias. That's the way it goes nowadays. I mean, seriously, the number of NBA games I'm broadcasting right now, I can't go anywhere without people grabbing at me. Seriously, I'm like
You got what you deserved, Kaplan.
Yeah, I guess so. That was fine. I didn't care. I wasn't going to fight with her. I'm like, you got me. You busted me.
I love how you just tried to sneak on.
I put it under my jacket, dude.
And you lied.
Right. And you lied. You totally
I didn't lie. I just forgot.
Oh, stop. No. Anyway. All right. Well, I saw Chris today, and he looks much better than I anticipated.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, listen, you lose 70 pounds of water you're walking around with. That'll make you look a lot better, won't it?
Yeah. And, and much like DeMar Hamlin, he came back from the dead.
Oh, you got that right. He should be the comeback player of the year.
He came back from the dead.
Right. He should be comeback player of the year.
Yeah. He's the ESPN LA comeback player of the year.
Yeah, he does look a lot better. I will give him credit. And I'm happy that he's getting better. But, man, you scared the living hell out of us, Morales. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Thanks for getting my wallet, though.
Anything in there? Any cash in that wallet?
No, I don't carry cash.
Not $1.
Nope.
There's not $1 bill.
I usually will grab a 20 right before I get on the plane. Like, I'll stop at the bank real quick for a 20 right before I get on the plane, because that's usually what I'll leave as like a tip for like the maids at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
$20, huh?
I don't need. I mean, that's a decent tip, I would say.
More than decent. It's very generous.
Okay.
Very generous. When I dropped my daughter off at the airport the other day, she went to the curbside check-in, and the curbside check-in guy was like, "Hey man, how you doing? What's going on, bro? How are you?"
And you didn't tip him?
No, not only did I have to tip him, but then I had to over-tip him. I had to give the guy
because they knew who you were.
I had to give the guy $20.
They're like, "I love the show, Cappy."
Yeah, I don't want him going to his friends, going, "Hey, you know that guy Cappy from Cappy and Sedano? Dude, that guy's cheap."
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they know you're cheap, though. That is your brand.
Well, I know, but like last night when I went to the airport, this guy looks up at me and he goes, "Oh my God!" He goes, "Bro, wait a second, I have to tell you something." I go, "Go ahead." He goes, "You're not the number one Charger hater. I'm the number one Charger hater."
Oh, there you go.
Guy working at Southwest starts showing me his pictures in his phone that he's got these jerseys that say F Spanos on the back of them. He goes, "You think you're number one? You're not number one. I'm number one."
There you go.
Then we took a selfie.
Did you give him one of your cards?
I was not carrying them last night. But
so he's not a card-carrying member.
He's not a card-carrying member. That's exactly right. See, that's what differentiates the two of us.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
All right. Well, Cappy, that says enough. But Christopher came back from the dead.
Yes, he did.
So
he came back from the dead.
Do you know that you know what his mom told me?
That she wishes you were me?
No. No, that's not what she told me. She told me, she goes, you know, he really did almost die. And
did you know that you almost went into your mom's voice for a second there?
I turned Chris's mother into my mother. She goes, you know, darling, he almost did really, truly die, you know. So Chris's mom tells me, she goes, the neurologist says to her, She says, hey, I am a doctor. I'm a man of science, I'll have you know. He goes, but I'm just here to tell you that scientifically, this guy should not be here as he is right now.
Yeah, the stroke missed 3 times.
This guy's a miracle. You're looking at a miracle baby right here. Yeah. So now Christopher Arthur Morales is our cute little miracle baby. Isn't that nice?
It is nice.
Maybe Grant in L.A. could make some kind of a,
like
thing
like a Christopher in some diapers or something,
right.
Like a baby, like in a baby.
Right, like smoking
like
a cigar.
Baby, it's Photoshop. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. I told him to relax. Told him not to worry about you, and just keep it moving.
Did you tell him that the radio station is still operating?
I did. Because
he doesn't think it can.
No, I told him it worked fine. I told him Greg did a great job. Mario did a great job. Everybody's done a great job.
True.
Lindsay's done a great job. Emily's done a great job. Laura's done a great job.
Phenomenal.
Briones, DeAndre, everyone. Brian, everybody. Yeah.
The whole team has stepped up. It's true.
Yeah. So there you go. So I told him that DeMarco almost killed Beto.
Was that the first he heard of it?
No, he said to me, again? I said, no, there was just the one time. Yeah. Anyway, ESPN LA fans, Laker fans, Lakers and Bibigo are teaming up to find the Lakers Gafote, the greatest fan of all time. Are you the Gafote? If so, you could win the ultimate fan package, including courtside seats and a year's supply of Bibigo. If this is you, go to LakersGafote.com. That's LakersGafote.com. Learn how to submit your entry at LakersGafote.com. All right, Cappy, we're way over the break. I mean, we just destroyed this thing again.
It's Friday, dude.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Let's get into the game yesterday, though.
Right.
Because you know what?
Tell me.
There's only one real takeaway from that game. And I don't know if you're going to love it, Cappy.
Well, I'm here for it, so let's have it.
We'll talk about it next.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey, it's D4. The best sports strips aren't just about the game. It's about the whole experience. With Absolute Sport, that experience is built around you. Whether it's an El Clasico match followed by a night in Madrid, oh yeah, or a company outing at the U.S. Open, they'll customize everything to fit your perfect trip. If your event has a ticket, they'll build a package around it. So what are you waiting for? Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport and make your dream trip a reality.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, avnergatt.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text EQUAL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text EQUAL to 321-321. That's EQUAL to 321-321.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Really? Oh, my B.
Yeah.
My B.
Your B.
On 710 ESPN.
And stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to
Sorry,
life.
Cappy, I'm finishing my yogurt.
Yeah, I was wondering
Dolly's
what-
birthday today or something?
Shower
What you
and
just
the
put in your
blood
mouth?
starts pumping. I
This
don't
is a
know
banger.
Trader Joe's coconut yogurt.
Oh, I love their coconut yogurt. Very good. It's a tasty product.
It is very good.
Indeed.
What's the deal here today, Lindsay, with Dolly?
This is an anniversary. This is the #1 hit on 1981.
Oh, there you go. Today.
1981, huh?
It's a good song,
February
though.
21st. It is a good song.
9 to 5.
Yeah. Don't you
guys
think?
Remember the movie?
I actually did see the movie. I don't really remember it, but I did watch it at
It
one
was
point.
Dolly Parton, Lily
Dabney
Tomlin.
Coleman in that movie?
Dabney Coleman. Yes, he's the boss. Lily Tomlin. I feel like there was a third. Oh, Sally Field, maybe? Do I have that right? Somebody would have to.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean,
I
it's
saw
not
Lily
with the
Tomlin
Google.
in like a Hyundai or Kia commercial yesterday.
Well, I think she was in a Super Bowl commercial, I think.
Is that worth the Google?
Nah, not worth it.
Okay.
Don't sweat it.
That's a Trudell term that I've now acquired.
Worth
Not
the
worth the
Google?
Google. Yeah.
Not worth the Google?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put it right next to the no oxygen list from Kiddo.
Trudell's been very good on the show. Listen, he tried hard to get on the air yesterday with us from Portland.
He
That
did.
Dude, that
He
dude
was-
waited around for 2 hours
He
to
did.
get on the air
and
with
then
us.
he tried to get on the Comrex, but since we had literally we had USC, we had Lakers, and we had you guys both on Comrex, and we didn't
He
have
did
Comrex.
bust
It was
his
a
ass.
lot.
He's
yeah.
busting his ass for Sedano and Kap, that
Yeah.
Trudell.
Yeah, he was great yesterday. It was awesome to have him there.
I mean,
on the
we did
floor
fly
at
him
the time.
out there, and we
Right.
did take care
on
of
the
him being
budget.
right.
Yeah,
we
definitely didn't fly him Southwest like Cappy.
I know. That's just because I'm cheap. Trudell's been great on the show. He really has. And then last night, you said that there was only one takeaway from this Laker victory over Portland. 110,
Yeah, it's very
102,
simple.
Which is?
LeBron still got it, man.
Oh,
it's
well-
crazy.
well-
he's still doing it. It's funny. I'll never forget. Right around New Year's, I think on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day or something.
This past year?
I saw a tweet that said, it was like something to the effect of like my mom or my sister or somebody's mom or sister, like a female family member, just woke up. The guy said she just woke up from a coma, man. She's been in a coma for all these years. What an awesome day, man. 2025 is going to be awesome. And I can't wait to tell her about everything that's gone on. And the quote tweet that got super retweeted was, "Tell her LeBron's still doing it." And it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, now the fact that they need him to still put up 40 against the Blazers is another discussion altogether.
Right.
But he's still doing it, Cappy.
Well, it's interesting you said that there's only one takeaway, which is that LeBron is still doing it. Because here's my takeaway. You ready? You know how you were busting my chops earlier this week about whose team is it? You're always so concerned. Whose team is it? My team.
You are
my team,
incredibly
my team.
consumed with this stuff.
Well, it was like Brian Windhorst was saying earlier this week on ESPN. Give it to Luka and say, hey, you're the future. This is going to be your team. Here's the takeaway I had from last night. LeBron was obviously amazing. There was no Luka last night. And when the Blazers had come back and actually taken the lead, you're like, wait a second, guys, you cannot drop this game.
Not again.
No, you cannot lose to the bottom feeders like Utah and Charlotte and then come back and lose to a team like Portland. So my takeaway last night is total respect for what LeBron James is still physically capable of as a 40-year-old. But my other takeaway is it's still, and it will always be, his team.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. When you need it, when you have to have it, even though the night before he missed those two threes at the end of the game, and I know a lot of people posted on social media that in his career he's like 1 for 29 in what you would call
one for his last 29.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever it was. It seemed like a lot. Yeah,
and it doesn't include playoff games.
Okay, but you understand my point is that people point that out. Like, he's not a clutch shooter because he's
actually by
29.
percentage more clutch than Kobe, and I know that'll piss people off, but I mean, you can literally look it up.
Yeah, why should it piss anybody off if it's a statistical fact? It is what it is.
People don't. First of all, anytime you compare the two, people get very testy. The Kobastanis, they get very testy about.
Well, what about the LeBronastanis?
We get testy about it too.
Yeah. I like that you said we because you are
I am
definitely.
one.
I know you are the president of that club. So, look, all I'm saying is this, though, is that we can sit here and we can dissect whose team it is, whose team it's going to be, whose team it was, whatever. It's fine. The bottom line is this. If LeBron James is on your team, guess what? It's his team. And the Lakers made that trade for Luka, and it may eventually become Luka's team, but it isn't Luka's team while LeBron is on it. Because
hold on. Wait, save that. Save because on the other side. Because at least we can try to find a way to make this.
Even on Friday, really?
Yeah, bro.
We're already 3 minutes late and you got to read, so let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, man. You got to talk about real fathers' rights. We got to get back. I know you're in Vegas. You're sitting on the couch.
Right,
Te está
chilling.
rascando. You know
See.
what I'm saying?
See.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you gotta get on track, bro.
Oh, all right.
I'm a cocky son of a bitch.
I know you are. All right, so let me tell everybody about Real Father's Rights. Hey, look, guys, you know this, and it is critical that you are an important part of your kid's life. We know this. You know this. Your kid knows this. But sometimes when you are in family court and you get into a legal dispute, a lot of times, I mean, in fact, more often than not, and very unfairly, the legal system will favor the mother in a custody dispute. That's what we're talking about here. Like, you're the dad, you don't have any time with your kid, and the court is favoring the mom in this custody dispute. Well, Mark Real at Real Father's Rights, we are here to help you. We are fighting for dads, and we are scoring for kids. If you are feeling like you are not a part of your kid's life, and you should be, well, let's get you the justice you deserve. The Father's Rights attorneys, we help fathers navigate family court. It could be child custody. It could be child support. It might be an actual divorce. It could be domestic violence, God forbid. It could be restraining orders. What a pain in the ass those are. I'm telling you right now, the Real Father's Rights, we're here to help. We can help you in L.A., Orange County, Inland Empire, San Diego. And here's our dedicated phone number just for ESPN LA listeners. It's 833-ESPN-710, 833-ESPN-710. And our website is RFR, like Real Father's Rights, RFR710.com.
The wait is over.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
The LAFC season opener is here tomorrow at BMO Stadium.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
The Black and Gold are 7-0 in season openers. Can they make it 8-0?
Oh, flip for LA Football Club, Denny!
Giroux, Bawanga, Luiz lead Los Angeles Football Club versus Minnesota United to kick off the 2025 MLS season. Coverage begins tomorrow at 1 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Enjoy President's Day savings all month long at Carden Alleyway Hyundai. Purchase a brand new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe SC for just 2.49% APR for 36 months. Plus, enjoy peace of mind driving with America's best warranty and Hyundai Assurance Program. Visit us today at Carden Alleyway Hyundai, just off the 91 freeway, or online at CardenAlleyWayHyundai.com. On approved credit, 0 security deposit. 60 payments of $17.74 per $1,000 financed. Expires March 3rd, 2025.
Hey, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, quote, inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit NormandLegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit NormandLegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends March 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Lowe's knows that your business is built on speed and trust. That's why the Lowe's Pro Desk is here to get you what you need the moment you need it. We'll help you plan your project, calculate your materials, and pivot when your job takes an unexpected turn. And with our pro-only checkout and dedicated pro parking, you have what you need to tackle your job and be back on the job in no time. Just visit us at the Pro Desk. Lowe's knows pros. We help. You save.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Walks around like a little puppy dog.
On 710 ESPN.
Kap, you dancing?
Dancing, snapping, the whole thing. Feeling
So
it.
tomorrow,
Tell me.
in 1997, this was the #1 hit in America.
Really?
So,
George,
1997.
your boy JT the Brick just called.
Called you?
Yeah.
Tell him
you
to
having
come on
dinner with
over
him?
and do part of the show with you.
Yeah, I just don't have extra mics or anything with me. I've only got my mic.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I may have a second mic here, but I'm really not I had
was
to,
only joking, Kap.
I had to crash a friend's place to do the broadcast this afternoon.
Why couldn't you do it in your hotel room?
Don't know. Didn't want to take the chance with the
With Rachel?
With the no, Rachel's not here yet.
Oh, okay.
Didn't want to take the chance with the Ethernet. You
Oh.
got to have a hard line. You got to plug in. You got to have a hard line.
Yeah, hard
Lindsay
line.
Baseball. Hard
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
So came down
Matt-
here to crash this house.
Matthew tweets in the Sedano and Kap Circle of Trust. I don't always tune into Sedano and Kap, but when I do, it's usually Cappy doing a live read advertisement.
There are a lot of those.
There are plenty of them. Yes, there are.
In the interim, Cappy, you said it's going to be LeBron's team forever while he's on it because ...
Because in the end, when you have to win a game, there's one guy you count on to win it for you. And no disrespect to anybody else, Austin Reeves has become an amazing player. I think Luka is going to get back to being Luka at some time soon. There are guys on this team that play important roles. Okay, fine. But when you absolutely have to win a game, there's only one guy on this team that you count on. And last night, it was on full display for everybody to see. Luka's not playing. He's not playing on the second night of a back-to-back. He hasn't worked himself back into shape yet. Maybe he's not fully healthy yet. Who knows what the situation is. He's not going to play, on his minutes restriction, whatever. The bottom line is you had to win that game last night. And, yes, Austin Reeves made his contribution, to be sure. But the guy who makes it work is LeBron James. And no matter what team he's on, it's his team. And can't really deny that, can you?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, it's I mean, probably not since like 2010 you can make that case. Yeah, I would agree.
So,
but here's the thing.
All right, go ahead.
It's not going to be his team forever because he's not going to be on forever. I mean,
Correct.
this is so
right.
So they need to figure out, and for them to win, like I've said this a million times over now. He needs to, and he has tried. Clearly, he's already kind of vocalized this. It needs to be Luka being the guy who kind of leads them and has the ball in his hands and plays his game to his strengths. Because LeBron can play off the ball fairly easily these days. He's been doing it already for a stretch of time, and he's done it at different other points in his career.
But can we agree that Luka is not ready yet? He's not ready to assume.
Well, no,
that role.
physically he's not ready yet, but he will be eventually.
But I'm not even sure if right now.
Now, are you talking like metaphorically he's not ready, or are you talking about like right now like he's not ready?
I'm saying right now, Luka, from a physical standpoint, and I would definitely argue from a mental standpoint, is not ready to be what the Lakers expect him to eventually be.
Well, but I think those two things are correlated.
Of course. Oh, listen, first of all, look, he's been hurt since Christmas. He hadn't played until a few games ago. So, when you have a calf injury and you're trying to rehab that calf injury, you have to be very careful with how you do that. You can't be putting a ton of weight on it, and you can't be doing a ton of running. So for him to have fallen out of cardiovascular NBA conditioning, yeah, that's to be expected. But the second part of it is you're 25, you're a star, you led a team to the NBA Finals last year, and from out of nowhere, you get traded. And I know that we all look at these young guys and we go, well, they're professionals. He's a 25-year-old kid whose life has just been upended. And now you're supposed to just go put on a different uniform and go back to being the player you were before you were injured 6 or 7 weeks ago. So to me, there's a physical part of it, which is getting the calf right, getting his conditioning back together. That's the obvious part, and then getting his shot to actually fall. But the next part of it is he's a 25-year-old kid who just had to go from the luxury of where he was living in Dallas to a hotel in L.A. Like, his life has been turned upside down, and I know we don't often talk about these kinds of things, but that, to me, makes a major impact in how he performs.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I would imagine all those things take a toll in some way, shape, or form. But I'm not, like, super worried about Luka Doncic performing once he's, like, ready to play in a meaningful way.
Neither am I. But your point was that it is going to have to be Luka eventually.
Because he's going to play Saturday.
Yeah, but we you guys do, you saying what you're about to say, Cappy, like it's going to have to be Luka eventually. Everyone said that about AD for the past, 2-3 years? And
well, but it was
really
AD. AD's been the best player for this team the last year.
Yeah, but it wasn't his team.
Okay. Sure. But I don't think – I think hence the whose team it is overstated. The best player needs to be Luka Doncic for them to have a shot at winning a championship or getting out of the Western Conference.
Well, all I know is this. Currently, the best player on the team is still LeBron.
Well, currently, yes, because the other guy is not healthy. But we'll see what it looks like when he's healthy.
So, for me, my big takeaway from last night was it is absolutely incredible. We've all been talking about it. Everybody talks about it. How he is still so great at 40 years old. But for me, even beyond the greatness of, the shots and the dunks and whatever else he does on the floor, it's when you have to have it, he is your go-to guy. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Of course, he's always going to be in that mix. I don't think there's any doubt about it, by the way. Like, why would he not be in that mix?
Because no one at his age has ever been
Well,
this
no,
great.
I get that, but we need to just kind of move past that at this point. Like, we got to we could talk about that.
Let's stop glazing him, Cappy.
Is that a glaze?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what JJ said.
What is glazing? What does glazing mean?
Well, we can hear from JJ. You want to hear from JJ about glazing?
Sure, I don't know. I'm not familiar with
Let's
glazing.
do that on the other side. How about that?
Okay.
JJ apparently glazed LeBron. That's
Like
what
a
the kids
donut?
say.
You mean like what do you mean like glazed him?
We'll discuss on the other side. But first, real quick, ESPN LA And the Lakers and BBGO are teaming up to find the Lakers GOAT, greatest fan of all time. Enter by telling us your favorite Lakers memory and posting it to social media. You must follow ESPN Los Angeles, and you got to hashtag Lakers GOAT. That's GFOAT. And, of course, hashtag promotion as well. I know that's a lot of directions. But go to LakersGoat.com for more information. LakersGFOAT.com. LakersGoat.com.
Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers play here. And next up for the purple and gold is a marquee Western Conference showdown with the Denver Nuggets.
Rebound, Luka puts it up and in.
The Nuggets are on a 9-game winning streak, but Luka and the Lake Show look to put a stop to that. Lakers versus Nuggets. Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at 4 p.m.
LeBron drives again down the middle. Slam dunk!
On the home of the Lakers, 710 ESPN.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit NormandLegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit NormandLegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
Lowe's knows that your business is built on speed and trust. That's why the Lowe's Pro Desk is here to get you what you need the moment you need it. We'll help you plan your project, calculate your materials, and pivot when your job takes an unexpected turn. And with our pro-only checkout and dedicated pro parking, you have what you need to tackle your job and be back on the job in no time. Just visit us at the Pro Desk. Lowe's knows pros. We help. You save.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit GetEthos.com. That's GetEthos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
710 ESPN.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, just the 90 minutes from wherever you are. Take it away, Linz.
Thanks, Sedano. All right, guys, so for the first time in 50 years, the Yankees announced that they will now permit their players to grow, quote, well-groomed beards moving forward. And people on the internet and players alike have mixed reactions about it, where, like, some of the players on other teams are like, oh, man, I thought that was kind of a cool thing that they did over there. And then there's others that are like, get with the times, like, let them grow their beards. So, yeah, it's kind of, people are making a big deal about it today. They even had a press conference to announce it.
Was there a sponsor connected to it? Was
I
it
don't know, but there should have been.
You're now allowed to have facial hair. It's brought to you by Barbasol.
I mean, if they were smart, that's what they would have done, right?
You know, like the Dollar Shave Club is now helping the Yankees stay looking good, kind of a thing.
If they didn't do that, it's a missed opportunity.
It sure is. Somebody better get their marketing consultants on that thing. I don't really, like, do you guys care that the Yankees can or cannot?
No, not one bit.
I know, me neither.
I personally don't care, but I was actually going to ask you guys last week because I forget who it was. That was like somewhat of a not like a big name, but like a middle grade free agent signed with them, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, he looks so weird without a beard." And I was going to ask you guys last week, like, should they get rid of this thing? But I never got around to it, and so now I just think it's funny.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, whatever. They wanted to hold on to that tradition for a long time, and it was cool, and it was a thing that their dad did, but. You know, everybody evolves, and that's fine. It's the son's business now. They can do whatever the hell they want.
The grandpas are probably real mad.
I mean, listen, I remember, we were talking about LeBron a second ago.
Back in my day, we all had to have clean-shaven faces.
LeBron was the first player under Pat Riley with the Heat to wear a headband. It was a thing. They had a headband thing.
They weren't allowed, like there was no headband rule?
It was a headband thing, yeah.
A headband ban.
Yeah.
Well, when LeBron comes along, you can't tell him no, right? Everyone knows that.
So they changed it. They were in the headband.
He's even inspired Austin Reeves to wear a headband now.
There you go. All right, that is what you need to know, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, just the 90 minutes from wherever you are. All right, Cappy, real quick. JJ Redick.
Yes, sir.
He was glowing about LeBron yesterday. Some say, as the kids would say, he's glazing him. And, I didn't even say that. He did. So let's listen to JJ.
Man, he really just defies anything that's normal. And not just the physical feats and the plays. It's the mentality. He is, again, I believe I saw the other day, he's a billionaire. And he's playing on the second night of a back-to-back at 40 after 22 years with every frickin' record and every accolade. And the kids will say that I'm glazing him. He's one of the greatest competitors. And Nate and I were talking about before the game. It's like he's amazing to coach. He brings it every single day. Like he sets the standard for how you're supposed to approach this craft, and that's to me the most incredible thing. It's just the mindset to do it, get up the next day, do it, get up the next day, do it, over and over and over again.
He's right.
Yeah, he's definitely right. I mean, it just is what it is. But whether he's glazing him or not, that's fine. You glaze Tom Brady every day.
Well, wait a second. Hold on a second. I'm not accepting that from you, and here's why.
Why is that?
Because I'm not so sure I understand what glazing means yet. Now, when I find out and I understand truly what glazing means, then I may say
it's just to praise someone, to compliment them regularly.
That's it? There's nothing more to it than that? That's just glazing?
Yeah, why are you glazing this guy so much?
Over-complimenting almost.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would say that I probably glaze Tom Brady a little bit.
You definitely do.
Okay. Well, here.
There's nothing wrong with it, but you do.
The act of sucking up to someone, glazing, the act of sucking up to someone. Okay, I accept that I glaze Tom Brady. Do you guys accept that you guys both glaze LeBron?
I don't.
Come on.
I do, but I think he's worthy of it. He's definitely worthy of it.
Wait, so you don't do any glazing?
No, because if I were because that would maintain that I never criticize him. Which is not true either.
You can't Wait, glazing means you never criticize?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't. You just glazed him then, if that's the case. You just agreed with JJ.
Oh no, I totally am glazing LeBron today. Now that I know what glazing means, if it's the art of sucking up to somebody, I mean, after that performance,
right? But
last
I'm not sucking up to him. I'm calling it like I see it.
Oh, so wait, am I sucking up to him or am I not sucking up to him?
I don't know if you are or not.
Well, I mean just be the judge here. I mean,
okay, but you're like sucking up to someone is like assuming that you're doing it to them or they're going to hear it. Like I feel.
I mean, but as Cappy says, everybody listens.
Sure, I just think it's
that's
like
the truth.
Yes, you're right. You're right. That is the truth. But I think it's just like complimenting somebody.
Although let me tell you something, I would literally fall on the floor and faint of laughter. Like I would start laughing. I'd laugh so much that I would probably faint because I would lose like oxygen to my brain if LeBron came up to me and said, "Yo, I heard what you and Cappy were saying the other day," and started the sentence that way. I would start howling with laughter so much that I might actually like lose oxygen and like laugh and fall.
Do you think that the night that you were wearing the LeBron sneakers where he told you, "Hey, nice shoes," do you think wearing his shoes and interviewing him is that?
Oh, thank you, appreciate it.
That's a glaze.
He was glazing George.
Yeah, he glazed me.
Oh,
exactly.
he glazed you.
Yeah.
That wasn't you
Thank
glazing
you,
him. You mean the act of wearing his shoes while doing an interview with him is not an act of glazing?
I mean, it's not the first time I've ever worn LeBron shoes. I don't. It may be the first time I've ever worn. You know what? It probably is the first time I've ever worn them to a Laker game because he notices everything. So I probably have never worn them to a Lakers game or any game he's done because he would have mentioned something before. Right. He notices everything.
Oh, thank you, appreciate it.
So yeah, so I don't know if it was a glaze. It wasn't done on purpose. It was just it matched the suit I was wearing.
Okay. What does it mean? Because our social media team is saying on YouTube, we would tell you more about what glazing is if we could. NSFW. What is NSFW?
I mean, listen. The general slang is to suck up to someone, to over compliment them, et cetera, et cetera.
But what does NSFW stand for?
So stop.
No, I'm serious. I don't know what that stands for.
You don't know what?
Not safe for work, Cappy.
Oh, really?
You know what that means.
Okay, but
you've never heard that before? I feel like you've used that before.
NSFW, never used it before.
Okay.
New to me.
I feel like that's a pretty common acronym, Cappy, even for you.
No, like LOL is something I know.
By the way, I just
TBH.
looked it up on Urban Dictionary. Glazing.
Yeah. Glazing, tell me.
Well, there's a phrase they use,
Which is what?
which is one that's not safe for work.
Tell me what it is.
NSFW.
I can't say it on the air because it's not safe for work.
Can you?
It's his work.
Can you clean it up?
No,
Not clean upable.
no.
Google
well,
it,
I could
Cappy.
say like it's like you're you're riding somebody's jock, right? Like
Okay.
is probably the best way to say it in a safe way.
Okay, I'm Googling NSFW.
So like
right
the Urban Dictionary actual example is actually they use is LeBron, which is hilarious.
now. What do they say?
It says kid to LeBron. Hi LeBron. Oh my God, I love you. You are the GOAT and I love you so much. Random spectator, quote, the glazing is insane.
glazing. Okay, I'm on Urban Dictionary right now.
He is the GOAT, though. No
when
lies
you
told
are
there.
Is that what you
Oh,
say?
stop!
Is that what's not for work? I would have just read it on the air. I would have just read it. I didn't even. That's
Well,
not
good thing
so
we
bad.
warned you.
Well, that's not so bad. That's not such a bad.
Just don't say it. It's not necessary. We
Sucking
work for
up.
the Walt Disney Company, for God's sake.
Sucking. Oh, come on. Sucking up is not exactly a great term either. But we
No,
say
but
it.
it's at least more commonly used.
Well, the other one was so uncommonly used that I just read it. And I actually was having a hard time pronouncing it until I realized.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
I was like, me at something. What? Me at? No, it's meat. My bad. Okay, gotcha.
Butt kissing.
Glazing. So that's what JJ was doing last night. He was glazing LeBron, huh? Hey, listen, if I were in JJ's shoes, I'd be glazing LeBron too. Seriously. I mean, everything he said about, look, when you're a billionaire and you have accomplished everything there is to accomplish, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. Your resume speaks for itself.
Yeah. What did Austin Reeves say about LeBron?
Here, want me to play that? You want me to play it?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when we met on the 18th, I think, we played the 19th, yeah. When we had practice on the 18th, after practice, because I don't know if I'd talked to him throughout the whole break. And obviously, he's talked about quite a bit on social media, so you see the things of, don't know if he's going to play, either one of these last two games. And I just asked him after practice, I was like, you playing? Just piqued my curiosity. And he was like, yeah, I'm playing both. So I was like, hell yeah. Just to have him out there, his approach to the game, like you said, he really don't have anything else to prove. And if people say he does, then they're Jordan fans. So
great.
I don't know. It's very impressive, just to see his routine. He was in here before the game. Him and Mikey was, putting in the work. He never stops, which is very impressive because sometimes I just want to go lay down and take a nap, and he's over there doing some type of treatment. So shout out to him. Pretty good player.
Pretty good player.
He's all right. He's okay.
So there you go, Cappy.
He's
So
all
maybe Austin was glazing LeBron.
I don't know that I'd call that glazing. I'm not so sure.
Just what would you call it then?
I don't know. It was just like haphazard praise.
Oh,
I don't know if I'd call it glazing.
Okay, fair enough. All right, coming up next.
Tell me.
Stephen A. says J.J. Redick has shoes to fill, Cappy. And it's not like he's talking about Phil Jackson or Pat Riley. I'll tell you what he said in just a moment. But first, tell us about your friends at Sellers Advantage.
Yeah, to the listener who said on Twitter that every time he tunes in, he's hearing me do a read for a company. Well, here comes another one for you, pal. Hey, look, if you're trying to sell your home or contemplating selling your home, now happens to be a fantastic time to do so. You may be thinking to yourself, well, why is that, smart guy? I mean, interest rates are still high. Well, why is it such a great time? How about because there are thousands and thousands of people in L.A. County right now that are trying to find new houses. And if you have a reason that you want to sell, whether it's, hey, this happens to be a good opportunity, I think I can make some good money. Or maybe it's, hey, I'm ready to move. Or maybe it's my kids have moved out of the house and I don't need this much space. Or I've always said, maybe it's your folks left you a place and you don't want to live in it. You don't want to be a landlord and you don't want to pay the property taxes. For whatever the reason is that you decide that you want to sell, well, Sellers Advantage has a custom solution to make it really, really easy. And it goes like this. They're going to make you a competitive cash offer, meaning no repairs needed, and they can close in days. So there's no complicated closing process. There is no contract falling through. You don't have to clean the carpets. You don't have to paint the walls. You don't have to fix anything up because they're going to buy the house as is. And they know the comps in the neighborhood. They're going to make you a competitive cash offer. And so you have to weigh that. Like, I don't have to put any money into the thing, and they're going to pay me cash, and it's going to happen fast. I think I'm ready to go. Call them now for that no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit online at sellersadvantage.com.
The wait is over.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
The LAFC season opener is here tomorrow at BMO Stadium.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
The Black and Gold are 7-0 in season openers. Can they make it 8-0?
Oh, flip for LA Football Club, did he?
Giroux, Bawanga, Ruiz lead Los Angeles Football Club versus Minnesota United to kick off the 2025 MLS season. Coverage begins tomorrow at 1 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Next Gen, the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and electrical team of SoCal sports fans. For a limited time, Next Gen is offering ESPN LA listeners a free water heater flush and anode rod with any plumbing repair. That's right. Keep your water heater running smoothly and extend its life with this complimentary service only from Next Gen. This is a great opportunity to make sure your water heater is in top condition while enjoying the professional, trustworthy service that comes with every Next Gen plumbing repair. Comprehensive multi-point inspections. NextGen provides root cause investigations for lasting solutions, not just surface level fixes. NextGen is here to help keep your home safe and comfortable. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Call 833-3NEXTGen. That's 833-3NEXGEN today to claim your free water heater flush and anode rod with every plumbing repair.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3NEXTGen.
Hey, it's Mace. Looking for some fun and excitement? You got to check out Chumba Casino. It's 100% free to play. No purchase required. Enjoy hundreds of thrilling social casino games anytime, anywhere, like bingo, slingo, slots, and solitaire. Get in the action. Play now for a chance to redeem some serious prizes at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now boarding Group A. Please have your boarding passes ready to scan. If your phone is cracked, old, or was chewed up by your Chihuahua travel companion, please refrain from holding up the line. We ask that you kindly not be that guy, and instead simply go to Verizon and trade in any phone from their top brands in any condition on any unlimited plan for the new Samsung Galaxy S25 with Galaxy AI.
With new line on my plan. Additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
How is that related?
On 710 ESPN.
Oh, come on.
You never thought I'd make you smile while I was smacking you.
when you're all wild. We share something so rare, but who cares? You can.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
What are you saying, oh my God, about, Cap?
Let me just tell you guys something really quickly.
What do you know about this?
I don't know anything about this.
I was going to say,
This
this
brand
is where
new?
DeAndre, if he were here, he'd be like, what you know about this, Cappy?
This
What
brand
you know
new
about
music?
this, Cap? There you go, Brian.
This brand new stuff, BC.
Oh, come on now.
Guys, I'm at a friend of mine's place in Vegas right now,
Yes.
doing the broadcast, and I think we're on like the 40th floor, maybe the 45th floor, something like that. So, like, as I look out onto Las Vegas, I can see, like, I'm higher than the Eiffel Tower over at Paris. You know,
Right.
I'm taller, higher than the Hilton Grand Vacations right across the way. I'm significantly higher than the PH right across the street over here, dude. A helicopter looked like it was just about to fly right into this condo that I'm in. I'm not joking around, George. I mean, this thing was like lower than me, and it was like coming right at me. And then the guy like turned. I don't know if he's on some joyride or what. I was like, "What the hell, man?" Jeez,
Scared you?
it did. It scared the living hell out of me.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about staying on when you're up that high? Like, I'm staying in this hotel right now. I'm on the 56th floor. It's high.
I like being on the high floor.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It freaks me out a little bit. Okay. That helicopter looked like
Well,
he was coming right in.
you can request to be on a lower floor.
Well, when I checked in last night, they said to me, hey, so, your room has 2 queen beds. And I said, well, don't you have one with a king bed? And they said, we do, but it doesn't have as good a view, and it's the handicapped room. And I said, okay. And she goes, and it doesn't have a bathtub. And I said, all right, give me the one with the 2 queens.
Why do you want a bathtub?
I don't, but Rachel's coming tomorrow. So I figured, like if perhaps she wants to take a bath, at least there's a bathtub.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Who takes a bath?
Well, do people
in
take
Vegas?
baths in hotels?
No.
Yes.
Baths? Like bath in like a tub?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the place to do it.
No?
I'm a woman.
Especially in Vegas, you're kind of in and out. You're not really in the room very much.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you wake up Sunday morning, you're a little hungover. Maybe you need a bath or
You just
something.
wanna soak?
Vegas tubs, Brian was just saying, Vegas tubs are nice. He's right.
Oh, yeah? They're good to have, huh?
I feel like they're, I don't know. I'm somebody who that's something I would care about. Because
Yeah, well-
when I don't always get to it, but sometimes if I'm like on a trip, I would like to take a bath.
But I know that when she gets here, she's going to be like, why do we have 2 beds? And I'm going to be like, well, one is for sleeping and one is for
I knew you were going to say that.
God,
like
what's wrong
luggage.
with you?
Like you put luggage on the other bed, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you do?
All right, Cappy.
Yeah. Where were we?
We were talking about JJ.
Oh, okay, JJ. Is JJ going to be the starting quarterback this year for the Vikings? I mean, is that what's going to happen?
Different JJ.
Oh, my
By
bad.
the way, can I sidetrack to something else real quick in the NBA? I love that in 2025, the year of our Lord, Chris Paul is still getting underneath people's skin
Oh, that
to the
was
point
awesome.
where people just want to fight with him all the time.
was great.
We had Giannis a couple weeks ago, and now we have Kevin Durant yesterday. I kind of like it. I got to be honest with you. Now,
do
I
I.
happen to have a good relationship with Chris Paul, so like
He
he's
don't
always
want to
been
fight you?
he and I have always been cool. Like he and I had one not an incident, I wouldn't call it. We had one like bad, not even bad. I would say one like disappointing interaction many, many years ago.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
I don't know. He's just not in a great mood, and I had to talk to him about something, and he wasn't thrilled about it. But it was just more about like I had a job to do, and he didn't want to answer the question I needed to ask him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really blame him because I probably would not have wanted to answer that question either, to be honest with you.
Was the question like, hey, bud, what's your
I don't
problem?
remember specifically what it was, but it was at Summer League at one point about something about his future, and he was just not thrilled about answering the question.
All right.
But generally speaking, outside of that one incident, and I've probably had nearly, 40, 50 interactions with him, they've all been fantastic, including this past weekend at the All-Star game. Now, I've also had very good interactions with Kevin Durant, for that matter. So I am, but I do love their competitive nature. But I also, again, just think it's hilarious that Chris is still getting under guys' skin, even at this stage of his career.
Well, when I saw last night that Kevin Durant and Chris Paul were kind of going at it, and Chris Paul, how tall is he? About 6'2", maybe?
Maybe
6'1", whatever. I mean,
yeah, he's not like huge,
right? And then you have Kevin Durant, who's like legit 7 feet.
Oh,
tall.
he's like close to 7 feet, yeah.
Right. So when you have Chris Paul, who in his left hand looks like he's wearing like a bowling glove, And he essentially takes his finger and sticks it right in Kevin Durant's face with that stupid bowling glove.
But not before he grabbed De'Aaron Fox and shoved him in front of him. As Wendy pointed out, yes, yeah. He's like,
and Fox started laughing.
Yeah, he's like, let me get behind somebody before I point my finger at you.
That would be like what you would do, Cappy, with DeAndre.
Yeah.
That's my move,
yes.
right? Yeah. I'm like, oh, we got a problem? We do? You and me? Oh, you want some of this?
And then all of a sudden DeAndre gets shoved in the way.
And be like, DeAndre, get up here and take care of this business for me, will you? But I just loved it because you know what it looked like to me? I have a very little French bulldog, okay? And when we go out for a walk, you could find the biggest dog there is in the neighborhood, and all my dog wants to do is bark in this dog's face. And the big dog usually looks down at him like, come on, little dog, really? Really, little dog? And little dog's like he's angry. So that was what it looked like to me. Kevin Durant looked like a big dog. And Chris Paul looked like a little barking, biting, nibbling kind of a dog. And I was like, that is freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Old guy still going at it.
It was funny. I liked it. Hey, real quick. So Stephen A. had this to say about JJ. He says he has shoes to fill, Cappy, but it wouldn't be what you think, in Laker history, right? Like some of the greatest coaches of all time, Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, etc. Here's what Stephen A. said about a friend of mine, Cappy.
The job that JJ Redick has done. Very meticulous, very on it. He's doing the kind of job I expected him to do, but he's got shoes to fill. We have to remember Darvin Ham took this team his rookie year as a head coach to the Western Conference Finals. When they lost in the first round last year, it was to the same team they lost to in the Western Conference Finals who ended up winning the championship. That was the Denver Nuggets. Mm-hmm. Last year, we were making a legitimate argument that if it were not for the Denver Nuggets, there was no team in the West that the Lakers could not beat. So the number one priority, CC, would be to avoid the Denver Nuggets at all costs because you ain't beating them. And outside of that, again, if you go up against anybody else and you end up going to the Western Conference Finals, I'd say that's a huge success for them.
How about Stephen A. shouting out my guy, Coach Hamon?
So before we got to that soundbite,
we with all the smoke and we ain't ducking no fades.
You said that it wouldn't be some of the greats that you would think, and you mentioned Phil Jackson and Pat Riley, and I kind of smart-assly said, and Darvin Ham, not knowing that Stephen A. was about to call out Darvin Ham.
There you go.
I mean, I could have brought out Frank Vogel, but for whatever reason, I just decided.
Hey, Frank Vogel's a champion coach. Okay, you better back the bleep
listen,
up.
But look, champion coach that they decided wasn't good enough. So then they hired a first-time head coach.
It's your boy Brody. Who, by the way, Lindsay, did you see that clip Lindsay sent us about how the Denver Nuggets love Brody?
That was so funny.
I know, it's so irritating to me. It is so irritating.
Yeah, but you and Brody, you guys had a blood feud.
I saw, though, I was watching a little bit of this Denver game last night, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And there was a pass where they put the ball down to Brody, and he drove to the basket from the right side of the basket, and he really used his shoulder to push the defender away. Yeah. And then he made a basket, and he got a foul, and he was like just all hyped up. He's flexing down for everybody. And it blows my mind that Russell Westbrook, as a guy who 2 or 3 years ago with the Lakers, everybody's like, oh, he's done. Who's going to give him a shot now? And Denver.
I mean, he's a minimum player on the Denver Nuggets.
But he's a guy that, his teammates seem to love him.
They love him.
He's making a contribution.
Yeah.
And for a guy who most of us thought was pretty much a locker room cancer and his career was done, I mean, he's still making a contribution.
Well, think about it. He's playing the amount of minutes roughly that I said that he needed to play to still have a positive impact in the NBA. He's playing about 27 minutes. He's scoring about 13 points, right? He's getting about 5-6 rebounds and 5 or 6 assists a game with about a steal and change a game. So, again, that's what he is at this stage. He's a 25, 26, 27 minute player. And if he does that and he just doesn't turn the ball over a ton, he's fine.
But he's also a guy that finally, it seems, has decided that, hey, look, for me to
I'm ready for a role.
Right, exactly. If I want to stay in the NBA, and if I want to play for a team that has a shot at winning a championship so that I could win one before I'm done, guess what I should probably do? Become a role guy and not make it all about me all the time and not try and fight LeBron for, my team, your team. Give me the ball. It should be more about me. He seems to fit in nicely. It always reminds me, I always use this example, but Randy Moss when he went to the Patriots. Randy Moss was a guy who with the Raiders, he was toast. His career was over, it seemed. But when he went to the Patriots, he said, I want to win. I want to fit in with these guys. And that's what happened. And that's what Brody's doing. Oh, hi, Mateo.
They're saying hi, buddy.
I say Mateo's in the office now. Hey, Mateo, what's up, buddy? It's Uncle Cap over here. How are you, pal?
They're asking you, how are you?
Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, talk like a normal person.
He doesn't
was
have to
cool.
talk like a normal person, George. He's talking to an abnormal person.
How was baseball practice yesterday?
Good.
You got
How good?
Game tomorrow. No, not game tomorrow.
No,
Parade tomorrow.
Oh, the parade tomorrow.
Yeah.
Has Mateo learned the Little League pledge yet?
Do you know the Little League pledge?
No.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
I
It
don't
doesn't
either, so
matter.
don't
You
worry
don't
about
need
it.
to- you don't need to know that.
Yeah. All right, Mateo. I got to go.
No, you don't.
I'll see you later.
Bye, Mateo.
Take Benny with you. He's right here.
Take little Benny.
Yeah. All right. So you were saying, Cappy. Yeah, Russell Westbrook has found a role. And by the way, Jokic vouched. He wanted him. And he got him. And he loves him. Loves him. The team loves him. And, I didn't know how that was going to fit with Michael Malone. And it's worked out very well for Russell Westbrook. I am genuinely curious. There were a lot of people, to your point, you were spot on, that thought he was toast. And he has at least found himself in a position where he can be a positive contributor on a championship-level team.
Well, good for Brody. But again, I said this to you the other day. I don't want to see the Lakers face Denver in the playoffs and get knocked out by the Nuggets for the third straight year and have Brody stand there celebrating.
Brody. Yeah.
Brody, as we like to call him.
Could happen. By the way, ESPN LA, the Lakers and BBGO are teaming up, Cappy, to find the Lakers Gafote, the greatest fan of all time. Are you the Gafote? If so, you can win the ultimate fan package, including courtside seats and a year's supply of BBGO. If this is you, go to LakersGafote.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com to learn more and how to submit your entry. All right, Radio Tinder is up next.
Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers play here. And next up for the purple and gold is a marquee Western Conference showdown with the Denver Nuggets.
Rebound, Luka puts it up and in.
The Nuggets are on a 9-game winning streak, but Luka and the Lake Show look to put a stop to that. Lakers versus Nuggets. Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at 4 p.m.
LeBron drives again down the middle. Slam dunk.
On the home of the Lakers, 710 ESPN.
So Mark Real from Real Fathers writes, I always say on the air, you have to have the right family law firm that is going to get you the happiness you deserve and the justice you deserve.
Really, the legal system is designed and set up for fathers to fail. I set out to create a firm and to create something that would help all men navigate that successfully.
We have a new phone number for Real Fathers Rights.
833-ESPN-710.
And RFR710.com.
Yes, RFR710.com.
Hey, it's Mace. Did you know Goodwill Southern California is more than just amazing thrift finds? They're transforming lives with job training, career placement, and support services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. For more on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward.
Are you in the hunt for an exciting new job in the world of professional sports and entertainment? Legends Hospitality is thrilled to announce our hiring fair this Saturday, February 22nd and Sunday, February 23rd from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at SoFi Stadium. We're looking for enthusiastic candidates for part-time positions in catering, concessions, merchandise, culinary, and more. Enjoy competitive wages and a flexible schedule. Whether you're seeking valuable experience or looking to boost your income, we have a role that's perfect for you. We'll be conducting on-the-spot interviews, so come ready to impress. To enter the stadium, please use Pinkay Avenue and Barris Drive and park in Lot E, where you can check in at VIP Entry 11. Don't forget to visit legends.net/careers to explore our current openings and apply now. That's
I'm Doug Hopkins.
legends.net.
And
I'm Damon Lyons.
And we want to buy your house.
With over 30 years in the business and more than 20,000 real estate transactions, Seller's Advantage offers a much better buying experience.
We don't charge agent fees, you pay no commissions, and you make no repairs. Seller's Advantage will show you a no obligation as-is cash offer and can close in just a few days.
Just check out our Google reviews and see for yourself.
Call Seller's Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Lifelong memories are waiting to be discovered across Wisconsin. Terms and conditions apply.
When you're in the thick of a project, Harbor Freight is the place that always comes in handy. Whether you're picking up something for your pickup truck or a power tool for your project, at Harbor Freight, your dollar always goes further. And these days, when everything seems to cost more, you can take pride in knowing that you get hard-working tools at hard-working prices. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
And it is Sedano and Kap. Around 5:30 p.m. in the Southland Radio Tinder time, we like to play a TV theme. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Yeah.
The Batman theme.
That's right.
The original.
Old school. Batman.
Adam West. May he rest in peace.
Did you watch that show a lot, Cappy?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, man, as a kid, it was on in syndication when I was a kid, for sure.
Yeah, but I was watching
it wasn't like the actual show. It was just like on like the independent channels at that time.
But I was watching it, George, in the old school, man. I was watching it in the, I don't know, mid to late 70s. I mean, hate to tell you guys that because I know you don't think I'm that old, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
But, and Lindsay, not only did I watch it, but those shows were so iconic, and those old Batman and Robin costumes were so iconic. That's why all kids back then wanted to have what were called underoos. You know what underoos are?
No.
They're just underwears for kids that had like Batman and like superheroes and stuff on them.
Right. You dressed up like a superhero in your underpants.
They were like logos.
Did you have underoos, Cap?
Yeah, but I was more of an Aquaman guy.
Oh, okay. Did Aquaman have a theme song?
I don't know.
I don't believe so.
I don't know if he does or he doesn't.
You had a guy's underwear that you didn't have his own theme song? That doesn't sound right.
Well, I also had Captain America. Big America fan.
Okay.
You know? And I may have even had a Batman one. Definitely a Superman one.
Well, so we played this Batman theme, and then, like, what was it, 2 days ago? We played the other Batman theme, but it was the Seal song. So a lot of Batman themes this week, right?
Okay.
Which I still can't believe that DeAndre didn't know that Seal sang Kiss from a Rose. Unbelievable. Anyway, so the art of, quote, doing nothing is an activity that many Americans struggle with. Studies show that nearly half of U.S. workers don't take the paid time off that they're entitled to, and 60% of American adults report that they sometimes feel too busy to enjoy their lives. So there's a book out called Do Nothing, How to Break Away from Overworking, Overdoing, and Underliving. And this book says that Americans are too worried about the power of the hustle and constantly tie productivity to self-worth. Mm-hmm. So, instead of having you guys swipe, I'm going to ask you, when is the last time that you just sat there? Like, you didn't check your phone, you didn't use it as, like, time to catch up with a friend or make a phone call, but you just, like, sat there and did nothing?
Probably this week sometime. There was definitely, like, I want to say Wednesday. So 2 days ago. I just sat there and did nothing. For at least an hour and a half. At home.
Okay.
Kids went to school. I just was up and just like sat there and just like in the silence and just like enjoyed the silence.
For me, I would say it's like 1986, 1987, you know, something like that.
Are you serious?
Listen, everything you just described as the Americans that you know are too busy for their own good. And they feel like guilty if they take PTO and whatever. That's me. You just described me perfectly. You know, look, I know everybody's kind of giving me a hard time. Hey, you took your birthday off on Monday. I again argue, no, I did not. I took off President's Day. It was a national holiday. Banks were closed. Post office was closed. Stock market was closed. Or at least I think it all was. But I just, if I ever find myself, and it is extremely rare, where I don't have something I need to be doing, I feel like I can't sit still. I can't just be bored. I feel like I always need to be productive.
I like a slow start to the day. If I had my druthers, now it's just rare that this happens, but I try at least, if I can, which is, again, rare, I try at least one day during the week to literally take a slow start. Like, give me an hour and a half, even maybe 2 hours of doing nothing. Like, if I'm in a city for more than a day, when I'm doing a game, you know, it's mostly during basketball. Like, it's rare that I'm in a city more than a day or two. But like when I was in Minnesota, remember I did the show from Minnesota a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like I was there for 4 days.
Oh.
So one day when we didn't have the show because I think the Lakers were playing, I woke up and I'm like, well, I don't have to prep. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to get ready for a show today. I'm just chilling. So I just sat there and just did nothing. Watched TV, read a little bit for like 2 hours, and then got my day started.
I'm going to try and do that tomorrow because tomorrow I don't have anything to do until I go to see the Eagles tomorrow night up at the Sphere. And Rachel's not coming in until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But you see, George, if I sit there, here's what I'm going to say to myself. Go to the gym. Go for a run.
But going to the gym is fine, too.
No, but that's not doing nothing. Like, that's
Okay.
like in my mind.
Well, but
like,
I did that for like 90 minutes or 2 hours, and then I went to the gym.
You know that some people have this philosophy that you should never pick up your phone or even turn on electronics until like at least 30 minutes after you've woken up in the morning. Whereas what I do is as soon as I wake up, I right away grab my phone. And I run through my email accounts.
Do you keep your phone by you when you sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I keep it about at least 10 feet away.
Oh, no,
on
mine
like
is
a
right
small
next to
little
me.
like little table.
No, and then what happens is my phone illuminates in the middle of the night from some push notification from some app that I don't even use.
Why
And
don't
then
you
I
put it
wake
on
up.
like sleep or do not disturb?
Because you know I don't know how to do that.
You need to do that, Cappy. So you sound like somebody who struggles with a work-life balance.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you this book. Do Nothing. How to Break Away
There
for
it is, Cappy.
Overworking, Overdoing, and Underliving. You're underliving, Cap. Do you get that?
I do.
Right,
and
but the problem is he's not going to have time to read the book either.
Well, no, but you know what? Let
You
me
could
tell you
listen
guys.
to the audiobook.
Let me tell you guys something. We should all, and I will take this seriously, learn a little bit of a lesson from Christopher Arthur Morales. Because
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
telling you right now, one of the reasons that he found himself in this situation is just stress and anxiety. And,
Over like silly stuff.
yeah, but overly focusing on your work and not focusing on your life, your relationships, peace of mind.
Your health.
Right. And what scares me is I see people that, hey, this guy just died. He was 75 years old. I go,
Yep.
well, wait a second. I'm 20 years from being 75 years old. At what point do I say, hey, I'm not going to work like this anymore?
Oh, I actually had that conversation with Chris today. Like I told him, there is a point where I will start to tailor back some, and then after that, maybe tailor back one more time, and then after that, that's it. Then I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my life with whatever's left financially and of my life. So and by the way, it's not going to be like, no offense to your guy. I know you love Dick Enberger, and you always talk about how he died literally on the job. That's not going to be me. Like, I mean, not purposely, certainly not because of age. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go way sooner. Like Mason, I heard a promo the other day, wants to work at this place into his 70s.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, are you out of your mind? There's I'm gonna be nowhere near this place in my 70s.
I had a guy tell me that his philosophy is never take a meeting before 10 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, 10 a.m.? Bro, I've had 10 meetings before 10 a.m. in the morning. Like, who has the time in the day to not take a meeting until 10 o'clock in the morning? Now, I wish I could.
Yeah.
Well, Cappy, again, I think that, you look at, like, the younger generation, too. I read a lot of stuff. Like, the New York Post's lifestyle page has a lot of stories about this type of thing. And a lot of times it's like, Gen Z workers are getting fired months into their jobs and stuff. And it's because younger people have, like, decided to put their health and their mental health, their overall wellness first. And it's like starting to creep into like the culture of older people now. And
listen,
I think
I'll
it's a
tell you
great
this.
thing.
Yeah, I agree. And look, I think, management at GKB and Greg and Chris and everyone has understood. I think like I look at it just from my own personal perspective, right? Like, I'm usually in the studio Monday through Wednesday unless I'm on the road. You know what I'm saying? And then and I would say, more than not, usually Thursdays too. But Friday I'm going to work from home because I'm on the road so much. I don't even get to see my family. Like literally my kid walked in here. I mean, I've seen him because I've been here this week for the most part. But I go, I was on a 6-week stretch where I would come home for a day or two max and then back on the road. You know what I mean? So like it just is what it is. So like I think whatever that mental health, for me, it's my mental health is, hey, I get to be around my kids and my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good when I'm there.
Yeah.
So like I appreciate that. But let's just say that wasn't always the case around here, is what I would say.
George, here's a good example. My son moved home, lives in the same house with me. He said this to me before I left yesterday. He goes, Dad, you're never home. He said, last week you were in New Orleans for a week. This week you're going to be in Vegas for 4 days. Next week you're going to be in L.A. for 4 days. He goes, you're never home. And I said, yeah, but you didn't live here. So when I was an empty nester and I didn't have you living here, I didn't have any guilt about not being here. I'm hustling. I'm out there working
So he
hard.
wants you to be around.
Yeah, he wants me to be around. He's like, hey,
that means
That's cute, Cappy.
You should get him a job here or something.
So you know what I told him? I said,
What?
hey, next Saturday, February 28th, mark your calendar. I said, we're going to go play golf. Because I'm having to plan.
You put him in the
that.
Calendly?
Yeah, I'm having to. I told my son, I go, you send me a Calendly invite to go play golf with me because I need 4 hours with my kid.
Cap, that's official. That is officially means that your life is too busy, your schedule is too packed when you have to put your kid on your Calendly.
I know, right? Sad.
Live your life, Cappy. Slow down,
I would like to.
Because someday you're going to look back at it and you're not going to say, man, I wish I worked more.
Well, that's just it. You don't want to be laying on your deathbed going, somebody goes, well, hey, well, how do you, what do you think? What should we do? Give me some advice. Here's some advice.
He
Don't
came
work as
back
hard.
from the dead.
You're
No,
darn
that was
right he
Christopher
did.
and
Yeah.
DeMar Hamlin.
Right,
yeah.
right. Both of those guys.
All right, that's Radio Tinder. Only time for one today.
Well, it was a good one.
Good combo.
It was a good one. Yeah.
Slow down.
Exactly.
Pump
Hey,
the
Cappy,
brakes.
there's just been this story this week about Devonte Adams with the Rams and the Chargers that we have yet to get to. So let's just do that on the
Okay,
other side.
let's
How
talk
that?
about it.
All right, let's do that next.
The wait is over.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
The LAFC season opener is here tomorrow at BMO Stadium.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
The Black and Gold are 7-0 in season openers. Can they make it 8-0?
Oh, flip for LA Football Club, did he?
Giroux, Bawanga, Luiz lead Los Angeles Football Club versus Minnesota United to kick off the 2025 MLS season. Coverage begins tomorrow at 1 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
Plan your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino, official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. See for yourself what made readers of Newsweek and USA Today name Pachanga the best casino.
Are you the greatest Laker fan of all time? Enter to win, and you could be named the Lakers GOAT. That's right, GOAT. The winner will receive the ultimate fan package, including courtside seats, exclusive experiences, Lakers swag, and BB Go for a year. For all the contest information, visit LakersGFOAT.com.
Oh, he didn't.
He was
talk to me
taking
about
it. He was living his life, you know.
Oh, he didn't talk to me about it. Usually he calls me, tells me, he goes, "Hey, Cap, I'm gonna let you know I'm not gonna be here today." He tells me what the story is. He didn't do that.
Well, you know, he didn't do that because he was too busy living his life,
I guess so.
taking his time off,
I guess so.
pausing,
Deservedly so.
slowing down.
Right on.
Good
I
for
ain't
him.
mad at him.
No, it's good. George, you mentioned Devonte Adams, and
Yes.
I must tell you that this story is way underneath my radar. It hasn't made it to my radar, so I'm looking forward to you setting this thing up.
So allegedly, according to reports, he is quote unquote intrigued by playing for the Rams or the Chargers. It says, according to reports.
Mm-hmm. You know what
The
would
West
really
Coast in particular.
you know what would really intrigue me is if Aaron Rodgers becomes the quarterback of the Raiders, and Devonte Adams says, "Whoa, hold on a second, bro. Like, I hated being with the Raiders, and I wanted to come play with you with the Jets." And that was a disaster. And now you're going back to the franchise that I couldn't wait to get out of. And Aaron Rodgers like, yeah, because Pete Carroll's here and Chip Kelly's here. And you know what? For the next 2 years, I kind of like this situation. So I'm curious to see what happens there. As far as Devonte Adams to the Rams, let me put it back onto you before I tell you what I think. What do you make of that possibility? You like it? Do you not like it?
Yeah, I mean, at the right price, I like it.
Right price? Got a number in mind?
I don't think Devonte Adams is washed by any stretch of the imagination. He's still very good. But yeah, I need to see what it's going to cost.
So for me, I think here's what I'll say. I think I'd rather have, if apples to apples, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd rather have Cooper Kupp than Devonte Adams.
No, I would not.
Yeah, I would.
Especially, I think Cooper Kupp and Puka are there's too much duplication there. So I think Devonte can still. I think Devonte has a little more speed than Puka at this stage. I would say actually a lot more speed still than Puka at this stage, and certainly more than Cooper Kupp. Not that he's some sort of speed demon down the field, but he's got enough where there is a differentiation between the two styles of receivers.
So for me, Devonte Adams was a great player in Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers was really in his prime. Mm-hmm. He went to the Raiders, and no fault of his, they didn't have a quarterback. Okay? Now imagine this. You ready, George? Let's say we had this conversation earlier in the week about Matthew Stafford. Let's say Matthew Stafford leaves the Rams. And let's say the Rams decide, as you pointed out earlier this week, you know what? We think we can get by with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean that Jimmy Garoppolo and Devonte Adams could be reunited with the Rams.
Right.
That did not go so well with the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, my issue with Devonte Adams is not his speed. It's not his hands. It's not his number of years in the NFL.
Right, but what if it's Stafford?
It would change my mind a little bit for sure. But Devonte Adams, to me, I just got to say it. He's just a selfish player.
I was going to say, you think he's a pain in the ass.
He's a selfish player.
But don't you want your wide receivers to be a little selfish?
I don't know. Do you guys think of Puka Nacua as being a selfish
no.
prima donna?
You're
No.
right. But he is still young. There's still time for that to develop.
Maybe. I guess I look at Devonte Adams and I look at what he's become as a player since he left Green Bay and he left Aaron Rodgers. And then, by the way, he got what he wanted. He got reunited with Aaron Rodgers, and it still wasn't very good. I'm just not – I mean, maybe, George, to your point, maybe it is a number thing. Maybe if –
At the right price, I'd be totally in on it.
At the right price, which, by the way, I'm not even sure what that number is, but at the right price, maybe I would give it some more consideration. But I just think of Devonte Adams as a guy who's not a great teammate, and he's not a great team guy. And by the way, Devonte Adams could be driving around right now, and he could be like everybody else and listening to the show going, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. And, hey, Devonte.
By the way, you would say he had a bad year, right, last year? I mean, he still had over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, but, I mean.
And 85 receptions.
Terrific. For two really terrible
teams. You
teams.
don't care, do you?
No, but they're just two bad teams.
But I'm just saying, even his bad year is still good.
No, he's productive. I'm not denying that. He's a productive player. But if I'm a team with a winning championship culture, I don't know if I want his personality on my team and in my locker room. And by the way,
fair.
you could be he could come in, sit down with Sean McVay, Les Snead, Matthew Stafford, whoever, and everybody could walk away from the meeting going, you know what? I think he's ready to come to a championship.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Team.
I trust if the Chargers or the Rams were to sign him, okay, do you trust Sean McVay and Les Snead?
I do.
Okay. Do you
Their
trust
judgment?
Harbaugh?
I mean, I trust Harbaugh if he wasn't coaching the Chargers. You know.
No, but you trust Harbaugh. Forget about the Chargers part of it.
Yes, for the most part, I do.
So then there you go.
Yeah,
So if
but-
they decide, hey, we're good to go, then I got no problem with it.
Okay, and if they decide we're not good to go, then you would.
Then I got no problem with it either.
You'd probably look at it and go, they know something about him that we kind of all
Or
perceive.
They were, it just didn't work for them, and that's fine. It doesn't always work. You know what I mean?
I would love to see Devonte Adams go to the Chargers. God, I would love that.
It's no different than this show, Cappy.
Tell me more.
I'm just saying, at this place, you could probably work with a lot of different people, and I'm like, Cappy's my guy.
So I'm your Devonte and you're my Aaron?
Yeah, perhaps.
In our prime? Not playing for the
except,
Jets?
not with all the conspiracy
We're
theory
the
nonsense or
Packers. We're the
whatever.
Packers version. We're not the Jets version.
Yeah, definitely not the Jets version. God, I hope not.
I would love to see Devonte Adams go to the Chargers, though. I really would, because,
he'd fit exactly what they need. I mean, Justin Herbert could use a Devonte Adams type.
On paper, that's right. But here's the thing. When it goes wrong, if and when it goes wrong, that's the kind of guy that will haunt you.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I
why
get it,
did
but
we sign him?
I mean, you're not you're like pretty good at this stuff. I would say you bat about 500 in these scenarios. You know what I mean?
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean it's all right.
It's Hall of Fame caliber, really. 500.
Well,
I mean,
depends on what sport we're talking about.
Well, in this case, 500 gets you to the Hall of Fame.
If it's like the NBA, you'd be like, if you're at a 500 winning percentage, you're not making. I mean, maybe you make the play-in, I guess.
No, but what about if I have a 500 shooting percentage from 3-point range?
Yeah,
Pretty
I
damn
guess
good.
that's fair.
Pretty damn good. Right?
Although it'd be okay. Yeah, I mean, if
It
it's not from 3 though, then it doesn't.
No,
matter.
from 3, from
No,
way
you're not
downtown.
shooting
Bang.
that from 3. Come on.
That would put me in the tops, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's of course it would.
Put me and Steph right there at the top.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
Devontae
yeah,
Adams,
I
I'm
would
just
take
not
a
a
swing. I would at least kick the tires, have a conversation. That's all I'll say. All right, coming up next, Cappy, our buddy Jay Moore is going to stop by, right?
Can't wait. Got a lot to talk to Jay Moore about.
Okay, cool. He was at SNL 50. We could talk Lakers with him, too, I guess. ESPN LA, the Lakers, speaking of which, and BB Guard teaming up to find the Lakers Gafote, the greatest fan of all time. Enter by telling us your favorite Lakers memory, posting it to social media. You got to follow at ESPN Los Angeles, and you got to hashtag 2 things. Lakers Gafote, that's G-F-O-A-T, Lakers Gafote, as in greatest fan of all time, and also hashtag promotion. I know that's a lot. Trust me. Okay, it's a lot of directions. I get it. But if anything, just go to LakersGafote.com. That's Lakers, G-F-O-A-T.com, LakersGafote.com.
Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers play here. And next up for the purple and gold is a marquee Western Conference showdown with the Denver Nuggets.
Rebound, Luka puts it up and in.
The Nuggets are on a 9-game winning streak, but Luka and the Lake Show look to put a stop to that. Lakers versus Nuggets. Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at 4 p.m.
LeBron drives again down the middle. Slam dunk.
On the home of the Lakers, 710 ESPN.
Oh, National Margarita Day. Because tequila, lime, and salt solve problems my therapist can't. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Celebrate National Margarita Day. And then, book your stay for the same night. Get a room for as low as $109.
Number 2.
Get a supersonic portable radio when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 25th.
And the number 1 reason.
Ricky Smiley, live March 29th.
Morongo, good times.
Is your heating and AC system ready to power through the season? Whether it's keeping your current system in top shape with a quick tune-up or replacing an old system, NextGen is here to help keep your home safe and comfortable. For a limited time, NextGen is offering ESPN LA listeners a heating and AC tune-up for just $88. Their expert technicians will make sure your system is running safe and smooth so you can enjoy total home comfort all season long. If it's time for a replacement, NextGen can help with that too. They offer professional, full system replacements with the latest energy-efficient models to help you save your money and keep your home at the temperature that feels just right for you. We're here for you 7 days a week because your family's safety and comfort are always our top priority. Don't wait. Call 833-3NEXTGEN. That's 833-3NEXGEN to schedule your $88 tune-up today. And don't forget, if it's time for a replacement, NextGen can help with that too.
NEXGEN, call 833-3 question.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California.
It's 5 p.m. in the Southland. Turn it up, man. Time to blow that 5 o'clock whistle with Sedano and Cappy.
That's right, it's the 5 o'clock hour on Sedano and Cap. And it's time for 30 minutes non-stop.
Sedano and Cap on 710 ESPN.
With fun and frivolity, tomfoolery and hijinks, and Cappy doing his thing, thanks to our friends at Real Father's Rights. Real Father's Rights, the father's rights attorney.
Visit RFR710.com or call 833-ESPN-710.
Let's do it, 5 o'clock in the Southland.
30 minutes of non-stop Sedano and Cap starts now.
You ready for this?
And time for the Real Father's Rights 5 o'clock hour on 710 ESPN. Let's do it, Jack!
Bing,
Beep, ba-da-bop.
You want
What
it?
happened, Captain?
Well, I didn't know if you wanted it.
Well, I already went.
Here we go. Listen. Bing,
Boom,
ba-da-bop.
ba-da-bop.
Doo-da-bop. Bing, bada-bing, doom, da-da-bop, ba-da.
I mean, the reality is I didn't know how in sync we'd be because I'm at home and you're in Vegas and we're not in
Right.
the studio together. So there's
Right.
that, too.
Yeah. Well,
There's
we're
always
as in
like that
sync as we can be.
half-second delay.
Yeah, right. So, George.
Listen, Cappy.
Yeah.
What?
Jay Moore's ready to go.
Is he?
He is.
All right. I haven't seen him since we took that selfie together to try to make you feel FOMO. And then you popped in, like literally, we took the picture. We snapped the picture. I'm like, I'm going to send this. And then you opened the door and there you were, for God's sake.
You
It was
guys aren't taking a
insane.
picture without me. Nobody's taking any pictures without me. And then we had to take a big picture with the whole group.
Jay Moore, we were foiled by Cappy. Literally, it was like something out of a movie, for God's sake.
Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah. Bing,
Come
ba-da-bop.
on to the party dressed in black. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Bing,
Yeah,
ba-da-bop.
Cappy came off the top. Cappy came off the top rope with a chair, and we were trying to make him jealous.
It really
came out
was
of nowhere.
hilarious.
He didn't even come out of the media room. He came out of like the Zamboni room, pulling his pants
Yep.
up. What was going
Yep.
on?
By the way,
love
that
to the
Zamboni
Zamboni.
room, whenever you guys are playing those like games before the hockey games, and then they later in the day they open the Zamboni room, man, that thing smells in there.
Yeah, Cappy gave it his own personal scent.
Hey, I'm glad you started, Jay, with a little Tracy Morgan. I was telling.
Yeah, I like a girl that wears a doo-doo pamper.
Hey,
My favorite book is Scruples. Oh, sorry. I get a little excited when I did.
I was telling everybody I saw you on a podcast because everybody's been talking about the SNL 50th anniversary, and you were telling the story about how you introduced Jeannie to Tracy. Will you tell us what happened?
First of all, the podcast was mine. Thanks for not plugging it. More stories on a podcast that I host
hold on,
for the last.
hold on. Let's talk about why it is I lead the show and I drive the show, because Cappy can't even get the information right when he's interviewing you, okay?
Well, I didn't know
this is
whose
why
podcast
I
it was.
do the driving.
Everybody needs a Cappy in their life. Like I'll have a friend call me after the Lakers game and go, "I really like that Hannibal guy." I go, "There's literally no one on either team named Hannibal." And then we got to go through like the process of elimination of who we probably. Oh, that's Jackson Hayes. Oh yeah, I like him. He's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, my podcast, More Stories, that I've had for 15 years. If you hit that subscribe button, help a brother out. Yeah, I was talking to Greg Fitzsimmons. Jeannie and Tracy met at SNL 50, and I hadn't seen Tracy in 20 years. I gave him a kiss on the cheek, hugged him, and
I go, this is my wife, Jeannie. He's like, nice to meet you. Me and JJ go way back. We go all the way back, old school. And she goes, you should come out to L.A. and come to a Lakers game. He goes, are you a dancer? And me, I was with Dean Edwards. She just laughed. Like, she's got a great sense of humor. Me, Jeannie, and Dean Edwards, we just fell out. And Tracy, by the way, was not kidding at all. He was dead. Are you a dancer? Yeah, I remember once I made love to one of the Brooklyn girls.
And then didn't he take a swipe at LeBron, too, or something?
LeBron can't play in New York. He can't do it. He told me he wanted to fool around with Kim. He goes, I was at the Rock's birthday party last night. Kim Kardashian could get it. And then he goes, and Gayle King could get it too.
Oh, there we go. Both ends of the spectrum.
From Kim K to Gayle King. Like, who doesn't make the cut? If you're going with the Kim K, Gayle, if that's the net you're casting out into the sea.
Right.
Gayle King. Mm.
Everybody's in. Everybody's.
I'm attracted to power.
They are powerful women. So I want to know this. So how could you explain, how does it go that, you spent a couple years as a cast member at SNL? Is it simply like you get an email one day from Lorne Michaels like, hey, Jay, we're having this 50th thing. You got to come back. Like, how does it go that everybody gets back, even if you were not Eddie Murphy or Billy Crystal or Chevy Chase?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was in the last row with all the other, 1 year and 2 year people. And, it's literally an email out of nowhere. Actually, no, the email came, but I only check my emails once every 3 weeks because I'm old. And I actually went to my mailbox, and there was this cardboardy envelope, and I opened it up, and it was it was the invite to 50, and I got choked up. I almost started crying. I mean, we were walking the dogs. You take this stupid stroller out with 3 dogs in it, and and then I open up this thing, and she's cleaning up dog crap, and I'm like, oh my God. I was really I got emotional. It was a big deal. Getting invited was nice. I was invited. So it took 2 months, 8 weeks, boys, to get a yes or no answer. Is this +1 or not? Because here's my seat in the studio. I know it's finite amount of seats. So for 2 months, me, my agent, another agent, somebody that works for the Lakers, everyone's doing a full court press. Is this +1? All I need is a yes or no answer, which, by the way, is the most SNL thing ever, that it takes you 2 months to get a yes or no answer. And then it's not. They go, no, finally the answer comes after 2 months. No, it's not +1. You have a seat in the studio. Jeannie can watch the show backstage in the green room. And I look at Jeannie, I go, well, then we're not going, because I'm not going to be out there by myself. And then Jeannie goes, well, why don't you watch it in the green room with me? And I go, you know what? That never crossed my mind. We could do that. Yeah. I'm still a self-centered person. So then we get there. The overflow green room was really the Seth Meyers studio. So everyone's in those seats. And then she basically kicked me out and made me go to my seat for the live broadcast. And then a half hour in, I was like, what's the fun of this success if you can't share it? So then I went back into the overflow room and sat with her.
So, Jay, besides a Tracy Morgan, who else do you have interactions with? Because I know, for me, for example, if you put me there, I want to speak to Billy Crystal first. I got a lot to talk to Billy Crystal about. And then after that, I got to go find Eddie Murphy. And after Eddie Murphy, I probably got to go find Chris Rock. Did you go in saying, gosh, I really want to spend time with these particular people? And listen, don't forget Sandler's in there, too. I got to go talk to Sandler.
But yeah,
so
Cappy.
Cappy names the 4 most unapproachable people.
Right, exactly. I was just going to say the same thing.
The 4 people guaranteed to be annoyed by you coming up to them.
Totally.
Literally, I don't even know who number 5 on that list is, but those 4, ugh.
Chevy Chase is probably number 5 on the list.
Chevy's fine. He's mellowed with age. First of all, I'm in the studio, and when they were doing the bit where they're doing question and answer with the audience, when Keith Richards stood up, he was a free throw to my left, and I had no – it's like every seat was somebody ridiculously amazing. But Keith Richards? I'm in a room with Keith Richards, bro. And then walking down the hallway. It's the people. Here's the thing, Cappy. Here's the real crazy showbiz. Oh my God, this is crazy that this is happening. It's not the people you meet. It's the people that react to you whom you've never met.
Yeah.
So I'm walking down the, because look, I've been out of the game for a while. I'm half retired. I go to like recovery meetings and do stand up every other weekend. Like, what do? I'm a dad. I go down the hallway. Jack White is coming towards me, and he goes, Jay. Never met him. He goes, Jay. I was like, oh my God, Jack White knows who I am. 7 Nation Army. Let's go.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, Jay. I mean, you were on when you were there. The cast was insane. I mean, there's been a lot of insane casts.
I'd want to meet G. Gordon Liddy. But I just love all those crazy names you just mentioned. You're the best.
Like Norm Macdonald, right, was there. Hartman was there. You know, Farley. I mean, may they all rest in peace, right? But like who was the guy that you worked with? Spade, right? Like all those guys were there. Like who was the person you worked with in your time there that you were like, holy crap? Like the second you walked in, you were like, holy crap, this person is so talented. I can't even imagine how this person could be this talented.
Farley. It was, you understand, Chris Farley was like he was a wrecking ball of joy. The first time I met Farley, we're all up on the 17th floor. It's August, so we're all like filing in. You have no idea what's going on. You're basically like, it's like being a freshman and taking a college tour. Like you don't know where anything is. I'm sitting on a couch. Chris Farley walks in, and Jim Downey goes, Chris, and everybody's in this big writer's room. And he goes, Chris, it's the new guy, Jay Moore. You got to come say hi. And Chris Farley walks towards me. He fake trips about 5 feet out, falls with his face down in my crotch, and then fake throws up in my lap for like a minute straight. Like that, like you just sit, and everyone's looking at you like, wow. He's just like, well, how are you, young man? What? Farley was, you couldn't describe him. You couldn't explain him. He was bigger than anything, like bigger than Jordan, bigger than Luka. Like it was Farley.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I did pick the wrong crew of guys to go up to. Now, is Billy Crystal really that unapproachable, or can I go find Billy Crystal at a Clipper game and actually have a conversation with him?
No, you need to find Billy Crystal and make sure you tell him Jay Moore told me it's okay to come. No, Billy has always been nice. I've heard stories about Billy being a little prickly. I ran into Billy at the Gelson's in the Palisades, and then like 3 days later I saw him again, and then a week later I saw him again, but I saw him in the same aisle every time, and I go, every time I see you it's at Gelson's, it's in aisle 3, and he goes, it's just good light in this aisle.
See, but
he was nice to me.
I would also do the annoying thing, and I admit it. I admit it going in, Jay, that if I saw Billy Crystal, I'd walk up to him and go, "Sayuros, my friend. How are you, darling? Hello."
See, this is it.
You have American teeth and a Spanish.
You're that guy.
You're marvelous, darling. Like I would go into like my whole routine for him. You know what I mean?
My son just walked in asking for my credit card. You like that? He's got 3 friends with him.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I get it.
Cappy deals with that all the time.
Go get your cash, homie. They don't have. All right, take my credit card. I'm doing a radio interview, and you're breaking my balls about a MasterCard.
Yeah, you know that Cappy literally has his kids use his own Uber app. Like they don't have their own; they use his account.
What's up, Kai? Jesus, criminy. It's like Sam's hot car lot out here. Chris Penn would say. And let's move some cars. It looks like Sam's hot car lot out there.
Yes, Jay, it's true. My kids have my Uber. My
I'm
kids
safe
have my
again.
Uber. My kids have my Amazon. I mean, they're still on the payroll. What can I say?
It's fine. I was just in the middle of the interview. It was the only reason I blanched at it. The best, the people that were not there, like Dana not being there, I wanted to see Dana. What was really weird was no Bill Hader. I was really, that's the guy I want to meet so badly, Bill Hader.
like him.
Once again, guys, that podcast is called More Stories.
Yes. More Stories. The one Cappy thought you were a guest on.
Yeah, you were a guest on this guy,
Yeah.
Jay Moore's podcast. It was really good. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great. Why do you suppose, like I love Dana Carvey. One of my favorite Dana Carvey bits on SNL was chopping broccoli. You know, you chop a broccoli, chop a broccoli. Right, I love that one. Why? Do you
Wait,
have any
can we
idea?
go back to you going up to Billy Crystal and like doing a bit that he did like in 1982?
That's what I would do. I would do
Like,
that, and I would do the same thing with Eddie Murphy. Go, Eddie Murphy, I know you, Eddie. Like
I mean,
that.
would you walk if you didn't know Jay? If you
Yeah.
didn't know Jay, would you walk up to him and like call him Bob Sugar? Like, would you try to do that?
What I would do is, if I didn't know Jay, I'd walk up to him and I'd try and do like a Christopher Walken impression to Jay.
I would love it.
About Christopher Walken. Yeah.
But you know me, I'm like a people person. Like I got to run
You
for
are.
Congress or something. I'm wasting my talents out here just talking to ham and eggers on the street. I got to get those votes. There's no reason I'm not running for Congress.
You should be. You 100% should be. So yeah,
I did the worst Eddie Murphy movie he ever made, Pluto Nash, and we're on the set. And first of all, Randy Quaid plays a robot, and he stays in character the entire movie. So in between takes, you're sitting next to a freaking robot.
He's like a method actor.
It was when he turned his head to talk to you, he like turned his head like a robot, and he was like going, "Eat me." It was really, it was a precursor to the aluminum foil on the head, Randy Quaid. So I'm sitting with Eddie, and I go, I love the joke about your dad hating the dog, because when your dad says, maybe file. By the way, maybe this might be filed under Never Meet Your Heroes, but I'm a big fan of always meeting your heroes. Screw that. But I go, I love when your dad says the dog don't know his name. Eddie, watch this. Coco, where the heck is he going? And I go, that joke's so funny because the dog does know his name. Because if the dog doesn't know his name, nothing happens. But when your dad says Coco, the dog looks at your dad and makes a decision to walk in the other direction. And Eddie goes, I never thought of it like that. And I was like, oh. What do you mean you never thought of it like that?
So did you?
Basically, I'm saying I'm better at comedy than Eddie Murphy. That's
Right.
I mean, clearly. I don't
Eddie,
think
I
there's any
understand
question.
your comedy more than the way you actually wanted me to understand it.
Great sports talk.
We don't do any of that here.
Nah,
let's
we're
be
done with
honest.
it. We're done with it.
I mean,
full disclosure, I was supposed to go on with Mason in Ireland Monday, and I ran out of time. I called Mason to get the okay to come on with you guys.
No
I didn't want
way.
to cross it.
Oh no! Well,
Hey,
you know
man.
what? Do you know the story about like Mason takes this stuff very personal, Jay? Like one time, like I want to say this had to have been like 7 years ago now. Sean McVay was supposed to go on their show and then like couldn't make it, right? So he just said, "Oh, I'll just go on with Sedano." And Mason and I started making fun of him. Like what? Like Mason got mad that he was coming on my show, and I said, Mason, you don't like own the rights to Sean McVay. Like, what's your problem? And he literally said, "You've lost a friend," is what he told me.
Wow.
Well, that my name's Paul. That's between y'all. I just know that's. Look, man, that's my show. You know, I don't want to cross them up. You guys are showing.
No, I feel you. I get it. But it's
But
like,
out of the whole
but my point is, I'm glad you did it because I didn't want to get a text from him saying I lost a friend again.
Well, you know, you should be a little more conscious of other people's feelings, maybe.
It's not my fault. What did you want me to do? Sean
I agree
McVay
with him,
like
by the
says,
way. I agree
"Come
with you,
on the
Jay.
show," and I'm gonna say, "No, Sean, you go on with Mason Ireland tomorrow or next week."
Yeah, again, this is way above my pay grade. I don't know.
See,
not
there you
into
go.
the-
So
I
just,
think Jay's
so
right.
just here's what you do.
No, he's right. Jay's right. You should be more conscious of other people's feelings.
No, you know what you should do,
No,
Jay,
you're
is
wrong.
what Cappy does.
First
is
of all,
eventually
lower
just
your
says,
voice.
Dude, I'm Hispanic. We just talk loud.
Mira, I went to rehab with nothing but gangbangers. I'm Orale. My roommate in rehab's name was Armando, and if you didn't roll the R's, he corrected you. The first day he says, I said, "Good morning, Armando." He said, "Get it right, fool, because that's not my name, Vato. My name's Armando." And I said, "Hey, man, forgive me." I didn't realize you were a jerk. Armando, ¿qué pasó, güey?
Oh, look at you, ¿qué pasó, güey? I love
¿Qué
it.
pasó, güey? La raza, Cocoya mañana. Remember all those Mexican morning shows start at like 3:30 a.m.? Like Cocoy and Mandarina.
Cucuy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Piolín?
La raza mañana. Piolín. They
Yeah.
start at like 4 a.m. and they're I think they're still coked up from the night before. Like those guys are amped up. Like that's an unnatural, aggressive. Like, way, Sábado Gigante. That guy knew how to throw a party, right?
Oh, dude, Don Francisco? Come on, man.
Big fat guy, just surrounded by chicks. He didn't, and it was like a 7-hour show back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, it literally was one of the greatest extravaganzas on a weekly basis you'd ever see. I feel like American TV couldn't hold a candle to it.
No, I agree. I had no idea what anybody was saying, and I watched. I'd be good for an hour out of the 4, just watching the big booties.
Yeah, well, that was probably the show that came on right after was called Chicas Caliente, and that was one of my favorites. Yeah. So
Chicas Caliente.
Sí. Es muy bien.
Right after Pasiones.
Sí.
Hey, bro, lower your voice, bro.
Hey, man, I'm from New Jersey. So how do we fix the All-Star game? Is it going to be money? Do we have to give them money?
I mean, money did the whole, in-game tournament thing or whatever, in-season tournament, yeah.
How about if they do what hockey just did? Make an American team, make a European squad, just find a way to separate these guys so that they have some international pride. What do you think about that?
What is it? I don't know. The biggest problem I had, Draymond, look, I'm no Draymond fan, but he did get it right. The Rising Stars, the fact that they were on the court during the you guys aren't All-Stars. This should be a sacred place to be. But when you got Chris Paul getting dragging Wembanyama down into his web of lies and deceit, and when they disqualified Chris Paul and he goes, nah, that's all right. I'm like, on camera. And then Allie LaForce can't get an interview because she gets muscled out by some security guy.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know, but let me tell you something. I didn't realize there was a whole subculture of security guys in the NBA. Because
oh, my God, yeah.
I got the hand on me. I was heckling Ben Simmons, and I was told I got to pipe down or I got to leave. And then Jeannie goes, that's not NBA security. That's his security. And then I was like, you should never have told me that. You're a...
Wait a second. Ben Simmons, security guard, was going to try and kick you out of Crypto.com?
Yeah. I go, oh, it's the ghost of Ben Simmons. Woo! He said you can call him by his number, but you can't say his name.
You've got to be kidding me. You're joking.
No.
His personal security guy comes up to you in an arena and tells you what you can and cannot say to him?
Yeah, don't hurt Ben Simmons' feelings.
Oh, my God. These guys are so soft.
What you didn't know is I also have my own personal security, but since you were cheering me on last time I was at Crypto.com Arena, he didn't come talk to you because he saw you were supportive
I cheer
of me.
Everybody on, except you can't pass open layups, and you get on my bad list. You always take the open shot.
I mean, and he did it in like a playoff game, so.
So I just want to go back to SNL 50 for 1 second because now I'm a little bit pissed off about something. So you mean to tell me that if I walk up to Sandler and I go, hello, I am Mr. One-Arm Pickle Guy. Would you please give me some candy? If I do that to him, he's not going to give me respect and go, hey, thanks for being a fan, bro.
First of all, that was an exceptional Sandler impression, and I want to give credit where it's due.
That was better.
I got a big blender sticking out of my head. I'm the blender man.
Right.
I think if you did that, his exact word, he says the word respect a lot. He goes, all right, respect. So I think if you did that, you would have gotten the respect and then gotten the verbal word respect back.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes me
I
feel
just
better.
don't think he's a fan of mine. Maybe that's more accurate.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, he didn't like – after I wrote my SNL book, Gasping for Airtime, I saw him at a game, and he goes, yeah, I heard you talk crap about me at your game. And he kind of like – he wouldn't shake my hand. It was very awkward. And we were with our kids. It was very weird.
Oh, God. Come on, Adam. Give me a break, bro.
What are you going to do? And you know what? Talk about the wrong guy to cross up.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's a guy who could help you, get into like a movie and make the $25 million.
Oh, my gosh. But you know what? I got it made. I married my best friend. I do stand-up every other weekend. Come on.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing
you
that
guys.
Let me tell you something. You talk about respect. You know what I really love about what you do on social media, dude? Because there's a lot of people out there that need to hear it, and they need somebody
the post
to look up
every
to.
morning on Instagram?
Well, I think, like when you put like what you've handwritten, thank you for my life, thank you for my friends, thank you for my sobriety, thank you for my wife. I mean, just all those kinds of things. People who are out there struggling, like they could look to you and go, hey, man, this guy, he's gotten it together. Like, I can do that too. And I don't know if you do that for other people, if you just do it for you, but whatever you do, I'm going to, hey, respect,
Well, thanks for noticing. And what I like the most is I haven't missed a day in 4 years. So
That's awesome, dude. Congrats.
it's a morning routine. You got to have a morning routine. I used to wake up and just get shot out of a cannon. It was like whatever happens today happens. And then you wake up, hit the knees and pray, make the bed, write the gratitude list, call a specific guy every morning, and 8 a.m. Zoom meeting you got to have a routine.
Yeah.
You can't spell spiritual without ritual.
Well said.
Look at
Well
that.
said. All right, Jay, I got one question I got to ask you about. This has been well documented. Is it true, though, that you and Jeannie live in the same structure, but yet you live downstairs, she lives upstairs, she has her room, you have your room, she has her closet, you have your closet, she has her bathroom, you have your bathroom? And the reason I'm asking is because actually I'm in this situation right now where me and Rachel, we're getting close now, Jay. After 6 years of dating, we're getting close to moving in. I like the arrangement that I hear that you guys have. Is it accurate?
Yeah, it's better that it's not separate rooms. We have separate apartments. She lives above me.
So you guys hey, see you tomorrow, babe, and you go down to your place?
Yeah. Every time we see each other, it's proof that we're making time for each other. We're
Oh.
never forced to. It's just she's the first person I see in the morning. She's the last person I see before I go to bed. And as soon as she gets home from work, as soon as I get home from what I'm doing, we see each other probably the same. The only time you'd really overlap is sharing a mattress, which is, let's just be honest for a second. Sharing a mattress with somebody for the rest of your life is insanely dumb. I am 54 years old. I fart way too much to share a bed. Like, when you're young and fooling around, you're going to be out of there in a couple hours anyway. But, every night, all night, something about my physical body, when I go from standing to laying, all of a sudden it becomes the Music Man. It's all best. It's a and I like to lift up the blankets, see how I'm doing. You check in on yourself.
I do.
You're like, yeah, that's me. 5'10", 188. That's exactly what that should smell like. And then every once in a while, you lift up the blankets, and you're like, uh-oh, I think I'm getting sick.
Right. Time for some vitamin C.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
A little too much yogurt. Maybe it might be that bad antibiotics I took.
Time for some
like that
probiotics.
She lives above me, so Rachel and you, it's the best. Do you really want somebody to see you the second you wake up? I wake up, my left eye is crooked. I don't need it. Nobody. Look, I may have gotten hair surgery twice, but that doesn't mean it's in place when I wake up. And what is that, by the way? All the hair product on earth, all the spray, blow dryer, and gel. But yet, if I sleep for 6 hours, it's all sticking perfectly straight up, like I'm Don King.
I love it. I love the arrangement.
Oh, here's a quick anecdote. I'm next to Finesse Mitchell at the concert on Friday night at the SNL 50 concert, and Devo is on stage, and Finesse Mitchell looks at me and goes, "Is this like a real band?" I go, "Yeah, man, it's Devo."
Were they wearing the upside down red
those
planters
red things
on their heads?
Yeah.
They were. I don't think anything was on their heads, but they were wearing yellow hazmat suits, and they kept peeling
right.
pieces of it off.
Yeah,
and they were great.
Yeah, they used to either wear yellow hazmat suits or these white ones. But yeah, Cappy's right. They used to. It looks like a flower pot basically on their head. Is what they used to wear.
Because you remember the Whip It video. That thing.
How's the rest of it go?
You know the song.
Yeah, but keep going.
That might be all I have left.
Jay, what was your favorite part of the concert?
Oh man, I don't know. I think my favorite part of the show, the whole show, may have been. Oh man, I don't know. There was a lot
I really
to it.
like Sandler's song, but now that I know you and him aren't cool,
the song
I don't
was
like
one
it
of my
anymore.
favorite. No. That was one of the best parts of the whole show. Love it. That was great.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I liked Sandler's song, and I loved, Eddie doing Tracy next to Tracy was great.
Yeah.
I love 14 Cheese. 4 Cheese was on you. And I love the Andy Samberg video of everybody that works at SNL gets anxiety. I was so happy about that.
That was great. That was really funny too. Yeah. And then Bill Murray was great. With the weekend update thing, I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was so. I just loved it all. And as someone up on it knows every or seems to think he knows every generation of SNL, I thought the whole thing was awesome, man. I'm glad you were here to talk about it today. Appreciate that.
You want to know what an underrated joke was? Oh, you guys are up against the clock. My bad.
Yeah, we are, but
no, it's okay. We can go over the clock for you.
When they cut to Alec Baldwin, and he goes, this joke was great, and I don't think anybody really caught it. They go, please welcome Alec Baldwin. He goes, it's Alex. I've been meaning to correct you guys for 20 years.
Hey, when is your next? Where are you doing it?
March 12th, my 4-year sober anniversary at the Hollywood Melrose Improv.
Oh, nice.
Congrats, bro.
You said March 12th?
Barry White would say, so get your tickets now.
March 12th. All right, I'm putting it on my calendar right now.
You hit me up. If you want to go, I'll leave you tickets out. And, yeah, I got you.
March 12th. All right,
March
it's a Wednesday.
12th. What day is that? Hold on.
It's a Wednesday, March 12th. Hey, Jay, you going to go to Laker games Tuesday, Thursday next week?
Tuesday I'll be there, and then Thursday I'm traveling. Thursday I'm going to miss the back end of that week, which I'm bummed about.
So you're not going to be there for the Lakers-Clippers game?
No, I don't ever need to watch the Clippers.
I know, but the Lakers. Well, Ben Simmons is going to be be there. You can say something to him.
You're a ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Ben Simmons is to basketball what Mariah Carey is to basketball. I don't know. I guess I ran out of steam.
I was wondering where you're going there, but
no, I don't know. He stinks. If you're 6'10" and average 5 points a game, that means at 5'10", I'm literally better at basketball than you.
It is kind of amazing.
Are you guys? How about Laker fans? Their obsession with Alex Caruso. What is this?
Yeah, they don't want to let that one go, do they?
I know.
He averages 5 points a game.
Yeah, he's good on defense, though.
Okay, I'd rather have Austin Reeves give me 20 points.
No, I'm with
defense.
you. I'm with you. What?
It's like
we didn't have to go
goes,
white guy for
Shaq.
white guy there.
I remember back in the day when I was getting Knicks tickets, when I lived in New York, they're like, well, Shaq doesn't hit his free throws. I go, yeah, but he has 30 points a night. I'd rather have that than Allen Houston's hitting every free throw with 18 points a night.
Right.
Yeah. Cappy liked Alex Caruso because he likes the quote-unquote heart and soul guys.
That's right. I'm a heart and soul guy, but I replaced Alex
Cappy,
Caruso.
we know why you like Alex Caruso.
Right. And now I like Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
I like Dalton Connect. I love Luka. I love me some Luka.
Alex Len could have went either way. You're like, is he African? You're like, where's he from?
Oh, man. All right, Jay, we'll see you Tuesday at the game, and I'll see you March 12th for sure. I was going to ask you if you wanted to go to the Comedy Store on Wednesday next week. My buddy Eddie Ift's got a show down there. So
Eddie Ift's my buddy, man.
Yeah, that's my man.
He's a good guy. He's easy to annoy, which is always fun to do.
Right. Exactly.
Jay, thank you for popping through, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Love you guys. Thank you very much. See you guys.
So much love, Jay Moore.
See you, bud.
Love that guy. All right. Look at that, Cappy. See, that's why, George, the 30 minutes commercial free is so great.
Yeah.
Because you can stretch out.
And we still went over, which is great.
Which is even better.
Yeah.
But you can really stretch out.
Like I said to Jay, I don't care. We'll go over. I mean, we go over for just you and me. I mean, well, of course we'd go over for him.
Right. For sure. Hope Jeannie enjoyed that interview. I know I did.
Yeah. I feel like she enjoys Jay all the time. So no
Well,
matter
how about
what
us?
setting.
What do you think she thinks about us?
I mean, I don't know about us, but I mean,
she's probably like,
And I did want to correct him. I mean, he said he was doing an interview. I feel like with us, it's not like
no
an
interview.
Just
But I'll
talking.
tell you this: I bet you Jeannie's listening right now, going, "I like Sedano and Cap so much better when they're not talking about the Lakers."
You should have said that when he was on. I think he would have laughed too. Anyway,
beautiful.
Cappy, let's talk Prize Picks here before we get to Big Deal or No Deal.
All right.
First of all, Prize Picks. It's very simple, man. You go more, you go less. Yeah. You wondering what the hell I'm talking about? You want to play? You want action in the state of California on sports? Prize Picks is the place to go. And it's really simple how to play. All right? There's a stat for each individual player in pretty much every sport imaginable. And all of a sudden, all you got to do is go, hey, Austin Reeves, 16 points, more or less. And then you're like, oh, LeBron James, 25 points, you go more or less. And the more you bundle together, as far as players are concerned, and again, it could be across any sport imaginable, the more you bundle together, the more chance you have at winning a bigger total.
Right.
Okay?
So today's Flex
here's
Friday,
the deal.
too.
Right. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. First $5 play gets you $50 bonus, Cappy. What are you playing?
Well, I haven't made any plays yet today because I'm still kind of hurting after what happened last night. You know, Matthew Tkachuk really let me down last night. I had him for 2.5 shots on goal. He only gave me 1. Brad Marchand last night, I had him for 1.5 shots on goal. He only gave me 1. I did have Porzingis last night. I had Connor McDavid. They both won for me. But then that kid, George, whose name I couldn't pronounce, Benedict Mathurin, is that how you say it?
Correct. Now you got it right.
Now I got his name. He was at 4 assists, and I needed him to get to 6.5 assists. He only got to 5. So I have not yet made a play today. I'll say this to everybody who's listening. If you download the Prize Picks app, you use the code Cappy, you make a $5 play, you get a $50 bonus. Do this for me on a Flex Friday. Click the share button. Hit me up on Twitter. Let me see your Prize Picks, and I'll play your picks tonight because I haven't made any picks. And I'm a little ice cold. So send me
You're
your
just
picks.
soliciting because at this point,
Right.
yeah, it's
at this
been
point,
so
I
bad.
assume you're better than I am. So go ahead and send me your picks on Prize Picks, George.
Prize Picks, run your game.
The wait is over.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
The LAFC season opener is here.
Tomorrow at BMO Stadium.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
The Black and Gold are 7-0 in season openers. Can they make it 8-0?
Oh, flip for LA Football Club, did he?
Giroux, Bawanga, Luiz lead Los Angeles Football Club versus Minnesota United to kick off the 2025 MLS season. Coverage begins tomorrow at 1 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Enjoy President's Day savings all month long at Carden Alleyway Hyundai. Lease a brand new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe SE for just $299 a month plus tax for 36 months. Plus, enjoy peace of mind driving with America's best warranty and Hyundai Assurance Program. Carden Alleyway Hyundai, just off the 91 freeway, or visit CardenAlleyWayHyundai.com.
$39.99 due at signing, 10,000 miles per year. Plus tax, license, $85 dock fee, and registration. No security deposit on approved HMF credit expires March 3rd, 2025.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, what's up? It's George Sedano. Waiting is never fun. Usually nothing good happens when you wait. My friend Jacob in the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie want to make sure you don't wait after an accident. Immediately after an accident, before talking to the insurance company, call Jacob, man. Jacob and his team will do all the work, make all the phone calls, handle the paperwork, set up the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be. And when you speak to the insurance company first, it's a big mistake. Because you know why? They may later use your words against you. However, Jacob and his team, they'll guide you through the process, get you the compensation you deserve, and you don't have to pay Jacob unless he wins. Nothing out of pocket. Free. Gratis. So if you're injured in an accident, the first name, the first thought, the first call should be Jacob. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. The consultation is free. That's right. Free. I told you. Gratis. Don't wait. Call Jacob 24 hours a day at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob. Are you in the hunt for an exciting new job in the world of professional sports and entertainment? Legends Hospitality is thrilled to announce our hiring fair this Saturday, February 22nd and Sunday, February 23rd from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at SoFi Stadium. We're looking for enthusiastic candidates for part-time positions in catering, concessions, merchandise, culinary, and more. Enjoy competitive wages and a flexible schedule. Whether you're seeking valuable experience or looking to boost your income, we have a role that's perfect for you. We'll be conducting on-the-spot interviews, so come ready to impress. To enter the stadium, please use Pinkay Avenue and Barris Drive and park in Lot E, where you can check in at VIP Entry 11. Don't forget to visit legends.net/careers to explore our current openings and apply now. That's legends.net/careers. Don't miss this incredible opportunity. Your future starts here.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN. It's 6:30 p.m. Big deal or no deal. Take it away, Sedano.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, Lindsay, you take it away.
We're playing some LAFC, chants, themes, music, all the things, because it's a big deal that tomorrow is LAFC's home opener at BMO.
Yeah.
Right, Mario?
That's right. Tomorrow, season opener, 2025 season 8 for LAFC.
Yo, Mario.
What's going on?
What's goody?
What's goody?
Yo, who we playing tomorrow?
What up, Mario?
Minnesota United. What up, George? What's going on? How you guys feeling?
Brother?
We're great. Who'd you say we're playing tomorrow?
Feeling good. Even better now that you're here, dog.
Minnesota United is who are playing. Cap, you're over there in Vegas, huh? You're over there in Vegas barely paying attention to the show.
No. I'm paying attention to the show.
Okay.
I'm good.
Let me know if you need me to hook you up with my boy, DJ Direct. He's over at Dre's. He's the music director at Dre's. I know you're trying to figure out something to do. If you really need some help, let me know. I got you.
I met this DJ earlier today, and he's the DJ for the race, for the actual rock and roll half marathon.
Okay.
And so
Nice.
he has a residency at Tao. And he was telling me, he's like, dude, depending on the kind of music you want tonight, hip-hop, EDM, whatever, he goes, that's where I'll send you. I'll send you to that particular club, and I'll send you to that DJ.
Yep.
And then George is an EDM fan. I don't really even know what EDM is. And and he said that Steve Aoki is like the guy, you know, and so he's there tonight. So to be honest with you, it sounds like a great idea. The only problem is I think when we get off the air at 6 o'clock, I may drop for the night because it was rough getting here last night. It was
Dre's doesn't start till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So you go ahead, go take a nap, and then hit me up, and we'll set you up for a 4 in the morning appearance at Dre's.
Okay, I'll get up, I'll get a workout in, I'll take a shower, and then I'll go.
Happy DaBaby's there tomorrow.
DaBaby's in the house?
Yep.
That's right.
At Dre's tomorrow.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know about the baby that was there. I didn't know that.
Hey, you guys probably think that I'm here talking about LAFC, but I'm really here to compare my resume with Sedano here.
There we go.
You're going to lose, Mario. You will
lose.
lose.
When I hear these clips
No,
about
you know
the
why
station,
Mario's not going to lose? Mario's got his own music, dog. What are you talking about?
You're going to lose, man.
No, I hear these clips from you hosts here talking a mess about each other or just talking about each other, and I'm like, oh, we got to clip that. Let's make a promo about that. I'm in my office downstairs in my /studio, and I'm just listening on my app to the station. I'm like, oh, I got to clip that. That's going to be a good promo right there.
Hey, one I think I sent you the other day was George and I were having this conversation where Draymond Green had talked about how the NBA was boring and the All-Star game sucks and blah, blah, blah. And I said, George, it's just not right for a star of the league to be on the league's biggest platform, their All-Star game, on their television partner network, TNT, telling everybody that their product sucks. I go, imagine if I come on the air one day and I'm like, Mason and Ireland are old, they're terrible, they got nothing to say, Sedano's boring as all can be, and I start ripping everybody on the station. Well, Radio Michael fan clipped it and sent it to me. And once I heard what I had said, I'm like, oh, this is right up Mario's.
This is radio gold. That's exactly what we want. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Just me ripping everybody on the
By
station.
the way, I don't think, Mario, because you're in the studio, I don't know if you can see Cappy, but Cappy holding his mic. Cappy, you should keep holding the mic because it looks like your biceps are like jacked, bro.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's the F45,
the way you're holding
George.
the mic.
It's the F45,
Let me
bro.
do that, too.
It's the F45, dog.
Like
is
this.
What it is.
There you go.
There you go.
There
Way
you
to go,
go.
Mario.
There you go.
You're looking jacked.
Hey, George, I need a huge favor from you, though, George. Since you're the NBA dude here in L.A., we need to get Luka somehow, some way to LAFC because I know he's a big soccer fan. He's probably that's probably his favorite sport growing up. You know, he played growing up. So if we can get him down to the party suite on the grass, you too, George, you and Luka come down at that suite. You guys will have a blast. I know Luka will have a blast.
I got a chance to meet like one of his guys recently, and we connected on the phone.
Okay, this sounds good. This sounds good. Okay,
I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah. You come.
I'll tell them, hey, look at the schedule. We can make it happen. I'm sure he can make it happen, but we want to connect him with the people at LAFC.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no problem.
And it's a good idea to get him as ingratiated into the community as you can, because yesterday we were having this whole conversation about, is Luka long for the Lakers, And there's one opinion that is, where's he going to go? He's playing for the biggest brand in the world, et cetera, et cetera. And on the other hand, it's maybe he wants to go someplace where he thinks he has a better chance to win. So there are these two schools of thought. But I thought, interestingly, somebody in the YouTube chat yesterday said he's not going anywhere. He's going to be a Laker for the rest of his career. You don't walk into town and the first thing you do is make a $500,000 donation to fire relief.
I saw that.
That's a guy. That's a guy who wants to be part of the LA community. I thought that was a good point. I don't know that it guarantees he's going to be a Laker for life, but I thought it was a really good point.
I agree. That's huge. I saw that too, and I was like, that's a good dude right there, and that's how you ingratiate yourself into LA. And man, he's the dude. He's the man. I can't wait to see what he does with the Lakers, man.
Yeah, can't wait for him to become the man, like when he becomes Luka again.
Yeah. So tomorrow's the season opener, and it's Bobblehead Day. Denis Bouanga Bobblehead Day too. So people are excited about that. Yeah. And last time it was Bobblehead Day, it was Carlos Vela, and it was crazy. It was crazy at the entrances. So people, please behave. Act right, people. Act right with these bobbleheads, because you know how crazy people get.
Yeah. They love bobbleheads. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. I was asking some of the other players about these bobbleheads, like, have you got yours? Has Denise signed one for you? And some of the players don't even know what a bobblehead is. They're like, I don't even know what that is. I was like, this must be just a States thing. That's just something we do here in the States. And I was kind of describing it to them like, it's like a little statue, kind of like toy, and it has like a big head, and it just kind of jiggles, and they just was cracking up laughing. Hugo Lloris is like, no, I do not know what you're talking about.
So, Mario, we got any ticks for this game tomorrow or what?
It's a little bit late. But, how about Sedano? Are you going to be there? Because Sedano just buys his tickets. Like, he just goes, I'll be in the elevator, and, Sedano's there, and I'm like, George, what are you doing? He's like,
I know.
I'm here with my kids. What do you mean? I'm like, okay, so you buy your own tickets, huh, George? And then
I'm here.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
love it.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, we don't have any tickets. We should have some tickets to give away to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do have tickets for the listeners, for a lucky listener. But
not for you, Cappy.
I'm in Vegas, but I'll be there next week. I'm ready to go. Are there any weekday home games coming up?
We have a Tuesday game next week, and that's that's the Conca Champions. So that's a huge game. That's not MLS. That's a CONCACAF Champions Cup. That's a huge one. That's the second leg. So
okay, that's Tuesday of this
upcoming week. Who are they playing
week?
in that one?
They're playing against Colorado Rapids in that one.
Okay, but that's this upcoming Tuesday.
That's on Tuesday.
That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, Cap's like, I'm going to the Dallas game.
Yeah, Lakers are playing the Mavericks that night.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
can't miss that one for sure.
Right.
I'm trying to go to that one. I'm going to leave this stadium. I'm going to leave BMO and be like, I'm out. I'm going to a Laker game. Yeah. But yeah, let's give away some tickets here. Let's a lucky listener, caller number 7. Let's do that if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah. Let's do it. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. You get the opener for LAFC against Minnesota United, courtesy of our boy Mario, hooking you up here on Sedano and Cap.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the new jerseys too? I got the new jersey.
I know.
I'm looking at it right now. It looks nice. I like the kit. Yeah.
Momo was wearing it earlier today. Marcus Grant was wearing it. Yeah, it looks sharp.
I like it. It looks kind of regal to me. Just the white and the gold. It's kind of traditional. I like it. I like it. It has a collar on it. Love it.
Yeah, looking sharp, man.
Thank you.
Real good.
Yeah, let me know, Cabby, if you need to hook up in Vegas. I got you, my man.
Okay, so your DJ is who?
DJ Direct.
Okay, DJ Direct. And I shouldn't go see DJ Snake tonight.
DJ Snake is big too. Yeah, DJ Snake is, of course. But have you guys seen Gilly the Kid, who's over in Philly? Gilly the Kid, he's like one of the biggest fans in Philadelphia.
No.
Oh, this guy, you guys got to search him up on IG. He's great. He's like one of the biggest fans of the Eagles, right? And he used to be a rapper, but now he's like a podcaster, and now he's bigger than ever just off of his reels from the Eagles run through the playoffs and all the way to the Super Bowl. But anyway, that's who my guy DJ Direct is, kind of like him. He just reminds me of him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I may have to hit you back up, so stand by, because I had people hitting me up this week when we had Will Dog in from Ozo Motley, and Ozo Motley is playing in Venice tonight, and I had people hitting me up going, yo, bro, can I get some tickets to that Ozo Motley concert? And they're sold out tonight.
Yeah.
But then I had to call Will Dog and call in some favors.
I've been an Ozomali fan for many, many, many years. Ever since they first started doing their thing, I was a huge fan of Ozomali. Matter of fact, whenever you posted a picture or some type of post on IG, I sent you a little emoji with the two hands like praising, you know what I mean? Because I'm a big fan of Ozomali. I remember them from way back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
They're still doing the thing. I love it.
And I think a lot of people were shocked when they heard Will Dog on the air earlier this week.
He was great.
Damn, he was awesome, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a natural. I mean, he's been doing it for many years, like doing radio interviews and stuff like that. So he was great on the mic.
Yeah, I loved him.
Cappy, did you
awesome.
ask him for 8 backstage passes?
No, George, if I was going, answer
then
yes.
it would be, yes.
Yes,
right.
but I had to get tickets for other people. So, no, I did not ask for 8 backstage passes, only 2.
I just remember the first time I went to one of their concerts, they were up on stage performing, and all of a sudden they just jump into the crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
They form a circle in the crowd, and everybody's just loving it.
I know.
Oh,
so good.
Great
so
performers.
Good. All right, so we're giving away a pair of tickets for LAFC for this weekend. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, for the home opener tomorrow.
Right.
Catch
And
the
then-
pregame here on
phones
17
are ringing,
ESPN.
I believe. Yeah.
1 p.m. for pregame on Saturday tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lindsay just said we got a break, Mario, but thank you for stopping by as always, brother. We always love having you on. And thank you for bringing gifts for the audience. We appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, there he is, the great Mario Ruiz. All right, Cappy, we got Dealer's Choice coming up next, and we got a break because we don't have a lot of time. That's next.
Right. But before we do, hey, real quick, let me talk about Real Father's Rights. Hey, guys, you deserve to be in your child's life. And way too often, the legal system often unfairly favors moms in custody disputes. So if you find yourself in a child custody dispute, if you're in a situation over child support, maybe you're in the beginning phases of a divorce, if, God forbid, you're dealing with a domestic violence situation or a restraining order, which can be such a monster headache in your life, trust me when I tell you I have been through it all. You got to call Mark Real at Real Father's Rights. Let's get real with Mark Real and Real Father's Rights in L.A., Orange County, Inland Empire, and San Diego. And here is our dedicated phone number for ESPN listeners. It's 833-ESPN-710, 833-ESPN-710. Here's our website just for ESPN listeners. It's Real Father's Rights, like RFR710.com. RFR710.com. If you find yourself in one of these situations, you need to call Real Father's Rights.
Finds they're transforming lives with job training, career placement, and support services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. For more on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward.
ESPN LA and BBGO are going on a quest for the Lakers GOAT.
No. Not the GOAT.
The GOAT. The greatest Lakers fan of all time. Think it's you? Upload your pic or video to Facebook, Instagram, X, or TikTok, and tell us your favorite Lakers memory. Use hashtag LakersGoat, GFOAT, and hashtag promotion, and follow at ESPN Los Angeles. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with courtside seats, a VIP private tour of the Lakers UCLA Health Training Center, a year's supply of BBGO, and more. The Lakers GOAT. Is it you?
Inheriting a home can be overwhelming. Between repairs and the time it takes to get everything ready to sell, it can feel like more trouble than it's worth. That's where Seller's Advantage comes in. One real customer who inherited a home shared their experience, and I quote, "We had an inheritance from a relative. It would have taken us a lot of time, money, and headaches to get the property in shape to sell. I heard about Seller's Advantage from a radio commercial and decided to give them a try. Their offer was reasonable, and we accepted it. They took care of all the physical effort and legal complexities. We closed within 3 weeks. I would highly recommend them to anyone," end quote. No matter what your reason for selling, call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or use the website sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer. Sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
This is Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Really? You haven't? Oh, my B.
Yeah.
My B.
Your B.
On 710 ESPN.
Final segment of the show. Thanks to Jay Moore for stopping by. Thanks to Mario Ruiz for stopping by. Great job, everybody, today. Brian Cohen filling in for DeAndre. Lindsay
Nice work,
Baseball.
BC.
Cappy doing Cappy things.
Right on.
Being Capalicious.
Oh, yeah. You know it. Like Fergalicious.
We got Dealer's Choice coming up next. Jack. All right, Cappy, let it rip.
How much time do I have?
Brian, how much time does he have?
90 seconds.
All right, I'll make it quick. Dealer's Choice, the real deal, brought to you by Sellers Advantage. Hey, if you're ready to sell your home, don't call an agent. Call Sellers Advantage, 888-390-AS-IS for a free, no-obligation offer, and they're going to make you a very competitive cash offer. George, I was you travel so much. Do you find that you forget things that you desperately need when you go on the road, and then you have to go find them? Do you ever have that problem?
Oh, yeah, occasionally, like toiletries or something like that, yeah.
Right. So this morning, I get up, and I go to take a shower, clean up, and everything else, and I realize, yet again, I have forgotten deodorant. Is there anything worse to forget than deodorant?
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty bad.
Because then what happens is I walk around all day smelling my pits. You know what I mean? I like smell my pits. So I went into a Walgreens today. Do you know that like 99% of men's deodorant at Walgreens in Vegas is behind glass?
Yeah, because everybody in Vegas jacks stuff.
Okay. So the deodorant that I would normally use, that I would buy as a 5-pack in Costco, $17 for a stick of deodorant.
Yeah, they got you there, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like trying to buy. If you bought deodorant at the airport, it would be just as much.
So I found the cheapest deodorant that I could actually grab without having to get somebody to go behind the glass. $7.49 for some Old Spice.
Wow.
I'll tell you something. It smells pretty good.
Okay. Well,
my pits are delectable.
I like Old Spice. I use Old Spice.
Yeah, my pits smell great.
Yeah.
All day long. So that's a little public service announcement for you. Buy the cheapest stuff you can get your hands on and not have to get somebody to come open the glass for you. There you go.
Oh,
have a great weekend.
Fair enough. Cappy, enjoy the Sphere. Don't get yourself into any trouble that we have to bail you out of.
I'll try.
All right. Great job, Lindsay. Brian in for DeAndre, The Circle. You